It is time, friends! We're 1 hour away! We're exactly 58 minutes away! How's it going? What's up? Say hello. Hello. Can you hear me? How's the audio? Can you see Danny DeVito in the background? How's everybody doing? Burr, I see Burrs in the chat. Let's get more Burrs, please. It's gonna be a long one. Hello. Hello. Today's the day. Today is the day. Are you excited? Who will the special guest be? You see me well? Perfect. How many of you how many of you watched the stream from last night? That's the real question. Huh? How many of you were around last night? That's the big one. Jacob, how's it going? What's up, Snake? How's it going? OKKC, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the membership, by the way. I saw you did it, I think a couple days. Was it yesterday? I think you did it yesterday. Thank you so much for that. That's absolutely awesome. I truly do appreciate it. I want to hear you say world domination. Please, Oni. We're going for the world domination. We're going for world domination. We are. Where are we at? 56 minutes. Look, I got a little timer going down here. Oh, that looks awful on stream. Who do you think the special member will be? I don't know. I know it's a female. I know people are tossing around a name. I don't know who. I would like to be surprised, but considering, you know, where we're at, it's gonna get spoiled for me. Hey, NTM, thank you for the $2 donation. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Do you like turtles? Is that what you meant to say? Do you like turtles? I do like turtles. One day randomly, I found like a turtle like in my driveway, and I went on a quest to go and pick up that turtle and bring it back to like the pond that was in the surrounding area. It's true. I wonder if I can find. I think I have a picture of it. I know it. Oh man, it's gonna be in my Snapchat for somewhere. Was it last year? Maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't know. I do like turtles. Thank you for the $2 donation. I do appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. Save your money, please. Don't spend it on me. But if you do spend it on me, that makes us one step closer to the Johnny Sins remix that I want to buy. You hear that right? There was someone on Fiverr that said they would do a remix of the Johnny Sins video, making it like a fully fleshed out song, but it costs $60 and I don't want to pay that right now. So now it costs $58 and we're one step closer. How's everybody doing? Is Auzie joining? I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to him. Maybe? If he's around, he can join. Jesus is the guest. Berries and cream. $2 donate. Another $2 donation. Oh my god, okay. Thank you so much. Alright, now we're at NTM, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. Oni, how is your expectation for today? I mean, I'm expecting a lot, okay? How do you donate? I don't want to tell you how to donate because I don't want you to donate. So, yeah. Thank you, Jacob. My expectations for today. So they probably have a lot to talk about. One, it looks like David Bell might somewhat have a... I mean, they posted that interview with him, so I'm assuming he's in this in some sort of fashion. They're talking about him, probably. That one's kind of skeptical. Talking about the open world, we knew that one. The special guest, don't know who that one is. Since this is the first Dying to Know after... How's the audio, by the way? I don't know if it's too loud or not. This is the first Dying to Know and first major news event that they're having after the big delay. So they're gonna have... Okay, they don't have to. It would make sense. It makes sense for them to talk about it. That's just me. Hey, Jesus, thank you for the $5 donation. Are we actually funding this Johnny Sins remix? Thank you. Are you gonna play co-op with Johnny Sins? I would love to. He's a man of many talents. I also know, was it Jonah? Jonah was saying this episode's really good. Or this one's like really something to be hyped about. You didn't see him saying that about episode 3. Knee slapper. Pain. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, for the $5 donation. Music's too loud? Alright, let me lower the music. There, that should be better. What is up, Dying Light 2 community and Oni zombies? It's your favorite doctor, teacher, lawyer, plumber, astronaut, Johnny Sins here. I know we're all patiently waiting for Dying Light 2 to come out. I'm a big fan of the game as well. In the meantime, watch Oni zombies, and I'm right there with you. We're waiting for the game to come out as well. You hope I'm having a good day. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day too. Thoughts on content creators getting a version of the game pre-delay time? You can barely hear the music now. Alright, there. How's that? Look. Okay. I'm all for press and content creators getting, like, in any way the community can see the game more. 169 viewers, nice. In any way the community can see the game more beforehand, I think that's a plus, regardless of who gets it. I hope it's not limited to just big, major, you know, streamers. Hope it's... hope they get some little guys in there. But I think it is transparent of them to give access. I hope that the content creators can get access to last gen stuff and be like, hey, this is absolutely stinky poo poo, don't do this. Or like, hey, this actually runs pretty good, you can buy this. Thank you, Echo, for telling me it's good now. By the way, guys, if you want, you can join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of shitty memes on Twitter all the time. It's great. I can go and send in my I'll send the Discord link in a moment. I'll just spam it. Hey John, how's it going? What's up, Taj? Let's go and get my Twitter too. I got self-promote. This is the only time I get to self-promote. Come on, we don't self-promote around here. Bio, hello, my friend. My day's good so far. How's your day going? 180 people, nice. Anyone around from last night? If you are, there's one thing that we've been talking about since last night. Only true MVPs will know that. Is the timer broken? Oh no, the timer! No! No, my timer! There it is. Love your vids, thank you. The dot! The dot. Hello, Butters, how's it going? Yes, the dots. Hey, Payne, the 2 dots. Yes, there's a lot of you. Yes. That warms my heart that so many people were here last night. Thank you. That's absolutely awesome. The dots. I love it. The good old dots. All right, so what are your guys' expectations for this episode? You guys always ask me about my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. What are your expectations, huh? This is the only channel I watch for Dying Light 2 news. Why, thank you. Oh, cheers to that one. I wish YouTube had things like Twitch where you can redeem points and everything. Be like, hey, Oni, take a sip of water. Here's 500 points. Take a sip. I've been wanting to drink more water, so we stocked up on the stream, okay? We got like over 150 ounces of water right here. It'll be great. Want some raw gameplay and rooftop to rooftop running? Nice, I agree. You can choose your own fighting style in Dying Light 2. How many members is this Discord at right now? 1,400. I'm gonna spam the shit out of it when it comes to 3 o'clock. I'm gonna do it. Dog's chilling. She sleeps a lot. The thing is, I'm a first-time dog owner. I didn't realize how often dogs actually sleep. I thought something was wrong with her, but no, dogs actually just sleep like a shit ton. Especially puppies. Which she is. She's 9 months. She'll be 10 months in like a week. That's insane. That's insane, actually. Huh. I love that you really interact with your community. Thank you. I always strive to do that. I will answer, or at least look at every single comment. If I don't answer, I'll at least heart it, just so you know that I looked at it. Yeah, I'm telling you, dogs just sleep all the time. I didn't know that. It's kind of freaky. I wasn't expecting it. You have 16 dogs, you get used to it? Dude, how do you have 16 dogs? That's a lot. Do you really have 16 dogs? Like 16 dogs at this current moment, or 16 dogs like overall in your life? 16 dogs in this moment. That's a lot. Doge, I'm gonna ping it out at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna add everyone. Oh, a lot of water. 18 hours a day on average. Yeah. Would there be animals in Dying Light 2? Oh, I don't remember. I think they said... Well, this is going off of 2019. I think they said so. Can you do a poll for who's getting Dying Light 2 on next-gen consoles? Sure, you know what? Why not? Let's do a poll. What are you getting Dying Light 2 on? What platform are you getting Dying Light 2 on? We'll do PC. We'll limit it to next gen and last gen. Oh, let me put in parentheses what I want. Xbox Series X. Last gen, PS4, Xbox One. I guess I gotta include Switch in this option. Forgot about that. Ask your community. There you go. Did it for you, Ghost. We'll see what democracy says. Yeah, before I even look at the results, I know a lot of you, because I've done polls in the past, and I know at least there's like, when I did them, I think like 70% of you were on last gen. There was a lot of you on last gen. A lot of you. Let's see, where are we at right now? PC 30, next gen 25, last gen 42. No one's getting it on Switch? What is this? Come on. No one's... Why isn't anybody getting it on the Switch? Come on. You don't want to play Dying Light 2 on the Switch? Guys, come on. You guys don't want to stream it? I'm really curious to see how it plays. I'm not going to lie. Wow. 0% for Switch. Still. PS5, PS5, PS4, PS4. Water time. Time to take a sip. I should chug a bottle of water for every $1 donated. That'll get my water intake in. Wow. Out of 108 of you, not a single one of you said the Switch. You guys are all saying Switch gang, and no one's voting for the Switch. These like, I wonder if the Switch version is gonna have the motion controls. If it has the motion controls, I might be open to playing it. But like right now, I don't see any point of playing it. That's just me. Oh, I almost dropped my water. That would have been bad. Yes, Johnny Sins is here. I'm staying hydrated for the event. Yeah. I gotta wipe away all my sweat. Get it all out. I'm sweating from all the breakdowns I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna take 10-second clips and make breakdowns of it. I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating here. For the Switch version, I don't know if Techland is the one behind it. I think it was given to someone else to port over, unless I'm thinking of the Switch, the Dying Light 1. Unless I'm thinking of Dying Light 1. Oh, I also got this fancy light. I don't know if this looks better or not. Does that make a difference at all? Let me see. I don't think it makes a difference at all. That made no difference. Okay, never mind. 38 minutes away. What is your rating for Dying Light 1? 8 out of 10. I actually don't know. Let me end that poll. Not a single one of you voted for the Switch. Oh, one person voted for the Switch. At the last second, one person voted for the Switch. Thank you. What? No, I saw it go to 1%. I legit saw it jump up to 1% at the last second. It makes my forehead blue. Yeah, yeah. Do you think they'll have DLC for Dying Light 2? Yeah, it got confirmed already, my dude. They're making 2 story DLCs, which I don't know how I feel about. Alright, we're skipping this song. This song doesn't sound good. This song sounds too sad. What is this? Oh, you're gonna play BTZ on Switch? Why not? BTZ on Switch, guys. Come on. Oni Cope. I'm telling you, there's one person. You know, I set up my PC so that we could play the Switch version of Dying Light, okay? We're gonna do it because I feel like it'd be a game that's a lot of fun to live stream. Let's see if I did it correctly. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Look, this is gonna be us one day, okay? We're gonna be playing on Switch. Look how seamless I did that. You didn't even know I just switched things around. All right, get this out of here. We're not playing Switch right now. We're talking Dying Light 2. Play Dying Light 2 of Johnny Sins. I will. Thank you, Core, for the £5. I don't know what that is in normal money. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. We've had $15 donated so far, okay? In order to get the remix for Johnny Sins, it's $60. So we need $45 more, okay? And we're almost there. I will just use my YouTube funds to fund a Johnny Sins remix. Oni, what are your PC specs? I have a 3070. AMD something. Let me look. Whoa. AMD Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core processor and 32 gigs of RAM. And my name is Mario. It's me, Mario. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's so cool. I hate it. He's so cool. AMD sucks in the video gang. Well, I have an AMD processor, not an AMD graphics card. Well, what kind? Who does that? Who gets an AMD graphics card? Come on. I don't even think AMD buys their own graphics cards. Let's be honest. Is there pre-built? Hell no. Oh, punch my mic. Hell no, is it a pre-built? Not gonna lie, I was pretty close to buying. I was pretty close to buying a pre-built so I can get my hands on a 3070, but I decided against that. Would you be interested in speedrunning Dying Light 2? Absolutely. I would love to do that. I mean, I've always wanted to get into speedrunning. At this point, like with Dying Light 1, there's no point in doing that. The king of Australia has that pretty knocked down. I want to start from the beginning and learn. I think it'd be a lot of fun to actually speedrun. I've speedrun games in the past before. I've speedrun Outlast. Only your timer is wrong. Yeah, it's off by like 5 seconds, but we'll get the gist of it. Do we hang out and wait for episode 4 to come? Yeah, we got... Alright, here. I'll restart the timer. Oh, shit. Okay, here. 31 minutes. We're 31 minutes away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stinky. There it is. Alright, we're almost there. Don't worry. 31 minutes away. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. If there's crossplay, both of us become speedrunners? Sure. I'm down for it. 194 people watching. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't already, subscribe, you know, do that stuff, you know, like the video. I don't know. It's self-promotion. You know, this is me begging for likes. Please give me likes. I don't know, I'm sick of... I don't know how people ask for likes all the time. I feel like it gets tiresome. Okay, so there's also like a 20-second... There's like a 15 to 20-second delay between that timer and your real time. So, it's accurate on my end, but because of the delay, it looks off. Oh, 169 likes. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Nice. Can we get a nice in the chat, please? Let's get a nice. You know what? I'll jump in. I'll spam nice as well. It's always time to write nice. Alright, see you, Ace. See you in 20 minutes. Nice. 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 You know, you're like the most active and or just kindest YouTuber. Thanks. I don't think I'm the most active. We ain't the most active. I'll take the nice. There's a lot of nice. Look at all those nice. 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 We are 28 minutes away. Nice, nice, nice. I don't have my soundboard set up anymore. I can't play monkey noises. We're so close. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Do you think they'll have outfits in Dying Light 2, or you'll be able to change individual pieces? Individual pieces. I think it'll be a mixture of both, actually. I know for a fact there's 6 different pieces to an outfit, and you can change each one. That was like confirmed a long time ago. A long, long time ago. The event, no, the event starts in, what do you call it? In a little bit of time. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. It starts in 27 minutes. You did not miss the event. You're early for the event. You are early. Welcome. Cheers. Oh, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Core, for the $1 donation. I truly appreciate that. PS4 Crane, thank you so much. It is I, once again, fine Sheriff Crane. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. We're one step closer to the Johnny Sins remix. Do you know what they're planning to talk about this time? All right, let's see. Special guest, open world. I'm assuming it's going to be hosted by Leia and Jonah, so they're going to be in there. Timon's going to be there. They're going to have to talk about the delay. I think they can't not talk about the delay. I feel like they have to talk about the delay. I feel like they got to talk about the delay. What else? What else? What else? What's coming? Oh, the Switch version's coming? That's coming out in 2 weeks. 3 weeks. The 19th. When does that come out? Comes out in 3 weeks from now. October is a big month, friends. It really is. Oh god, my hair. October is a big month. Well, just for me. I got a lot going on in October. I got a shit ton going on in October. I have a Spartan race. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I have that. I'm going to Comic-Con. I'm going to Comic-Con in oh, when's Comic-Con? I think it's not this week. I think it's next week. Hey, that's terrifying. Why is it canceled? Wait, did this really just get canceled? No, it's not canceled. I literally just got tickets. Why did it say that? That's... What is this? No. Okay, yeah. 2020, yeah, there you go. I know, I literally just looked at it today. It wasn't canceled. I am... Okay, wait. Oh, another... Dude, okay. You guys, please stop donating. It's okay. Core, thank you again for the $5 donation. Playing Dying Light 2 of Johnny Sins will automatically turn you into an alpha male. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. We're close. We're halfway there to fund the Johnny Sins remix. No more URL melt as song. Look, so I actually have... I literally just went into YouTube and I have their album pulled up. And we have this song, Vital Whales. We're going to skip this drifting one. And then we're going to end with URL melt. So we're going to get to it. Don't worry. Oh, so Comic-Con, I'm meeting David Harper from Noviex. I'll send it to you real quick if I can find your name. I'm meeting David Harper, which is the guy from Stranger Things, and also the guy from Black Widow. He's Red Guardian. I'm also meeting Anthony Starr and Jack Quaid, which are the people from The Boys. If you've ever seen The Boys, okay, best show. The Boys is so good. The Boys is top tier. Yes, we're gonna overuse that song so much. Yes, of course. Come on. All right, you donated, so we take a shot of water. That's how we're doing this for the rest of this live stream. Every donation, I take a swig of water. Can't wait for season 3. I think it just wrapped up on production for season 3. The Boys is so good. The Boys show sucks. No, it doesn't. The Boys is top tier. I gotta watch Invincible too. Heard that one's really good. Why water, not apple juice? Apple juice costs money. Alright, you know what? We're changing the song. We're going right to it. There it is. It must be overused. I have not seen Invincible. There's 200 people in here. Hello, everybody. How's it going? What is that? We're 20 minutes away from the stream. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be great. I'm excited for what's to come. Water costs more money? No, it doesn't. I can go into my sink and get free water. I don't pay for my water in my apartment, so I get free water. So if I want to turn on the shower and leave the shower on for the next 5 hours, I can do that. If I want to fill a basket with water, I can do that. Boom, 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 boom. There's free water outside. Why pay for water? Exactly. I literally have infinite water. Cheers. Cheers to water. Everybody grab your water, okay? Grab your water. All right, grab your 64-ounce thing of water. Babe, wake up. Only Zombies is alive. Alive. Not alive. Well, I'm alive. Barely, but I'm alive. I'm telling you, this song's a banger. This song is great. It's great. This is a great song. Don't overuse URL melt. No, we must bury it into the ground. This song will forever be overused. Exactly. Stay hydrated. Stay human. What's the difference? You just gotta stay hydrated. Dude, unicorn heads, they make the best songs, okay? There's 210 people listening to this. Will be known as the Oni song. Yes, it will be. I agree. We are 17 minutes away. Monkey. All right, I gotta stop drinking water because I don't want to have to pee. Hey, what's up? How's it going? I remember you from last night and all the times before that. You should get a cardboard cutout of Johnny Sins. Do you think they have that? You think they have a cardboard cutout of Johnny Sins? We have to go. Okay, I don't want to fuck this up, so we're gonna go to me. Cardboard cutout of Johnny. Is that him? It's just an alarm. They don't have it. They don't have it. All they have is a clock. They have a clock of Johnny Sins. That's it. They don't have a cardboard cutout of him. Yeah, right. Add him to the collection. Dude, we're gonna have so many by the time. I'm trying to look. They don't. There's no cardboard cutout of Johnny Sins. They have a pillow or a poster. Dude, that one. Look at that. What if I got that? Look at that. Oh, I'm not showing my screen. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. For 30 bucks. Alright, here. One of you donate me 30 bucks and I'll put a Johnny Sins poster on the wall. How does that sound, huh? I'm kidding. Don't do that. That'd be pretty funny though, I'm not gonna lie. How much time? 14 minutes away. 15 minutes away. We're almost there, boys. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. A custom cardboard cutout is going to be way too expensive. Oh my god, is that Auzie GG? Mr. Auzie GG. Only using capitalism to his advantage. Cheers, brother. Cheers to cheers. Cheers to that. Just got here from my horrible sleep schedule. Damn, dude. Wait, what time is it? What time is it in Aussie time? 4. That's not right. Is that right? Is that right? Is that what time it is in Aussie time? No, the show starts in 13 minutes. You didn't miss anything. But Aussie, if you do want to join, you can. Just let me know. I don't know. If you just woke up, then you might. I don't know if you want. Oh, you're in the UK. Okay. Yeah. Aussie GG. That's kind of. Your name's Aussie though. You're clickbaiting your name. $12 minutes away. 12 minutes away. All right, the album's over. The album's over. I'm disgusted. Now what? Am I gonna have to find my own music to play? Who's calling me? Oh my god, this is the car dealer. Dude. I'm telling you, okay. I like submitted a request to get a car and I did it wrong and I accidentally submitted it to some place in Illinois. And they keep calling me and they've been keep going since for a while. Oh, stream. The stream looks like it's starting. Let me add Auzie in here. Invite to speak. I think I did it.
There we go. Hello, hello.
Hello. Good morning, I should say.
Oh no.
I know. I pronounced it wrong. Stop making fun of me. I can't pronounce things.
Wait, Illinois.
Illinois.
How did you pronounce
How
it?
did I say it?
How did you pronounce
Illinois.
it? Illinois.
Illinois. Hey Ace, how's it going? Welcome back. Illinois. Are you excited? Are you ready?
What if
Yes.
I told you about
Oh, advertisement. No. I swear if that
Watch now.
I
It's
swear
over
if that
28
3
viewers.
seconds. I swear if that 3 seconds of music gets me copyrighted. Illinois. Is that what I said? That I probably did.
Illinois.
Nice.
I see you, Ghost. Hello, hello. I can read chat. I have chat popped out on your stream, so I can read both at the same time. Big brain.
How does it look? I'm streaming in 4K today.
Wait, really?
The God tier or 144p. I think. Let me look. Is it? I can't look on
God
my.
tier.
Oh! Is there sound?
I'm not getting any sound of the countdown started for me, right? It's got started for you as well.
Yeah, it just
Has
started.
it?
Yep.
Yeah. I got no sound. Where's the Olivia de Riviere music?
Let us see. Let us see. Let me look at my phone. Watch myself. How high does it go? Yeah, it goes to 4K. Perfect. Better for this internet that I'm paying. I guess I'll just play Dying Light music on my own because it sounds pretty sad. They're just staring at a clock.
Yeah. I might actually just quickly reset my PC before the stream starts.
Alrighty.
Give me a couple of seconds.
Sounds good. I need Dying Light 2 music. I gotta find Dying Light 2 music quick. The city. Here, Dying Light 2 music. Does my video pop up? No, it doesn't. Shit. Here we go. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome. Hello, Lucky Mark. Hello, V. How's it going? Ken, hello. Nero, hello. Gabriel, what's up? 8 minutes away. Are you hyped? Right? Aussie GG is British and not Australian. I feel bamboozled. I'm right there with you, Ronnie. I've been lied to. I feel cheated. Right? Right, Danny? Huh? Hey, Sonic. How's it going? What's up?
Oh my god, I just restarted my PC and the first thing he hears like, alright daddy!
Danny!
You're holding him hostage.
Danny! No, he likes it. He likes it here. Bum 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 bum. You went to bed at 2 o'clock?
Oh yeah, no, I just had, I wanted to pull an all-nighter and then I just couldn't take it, so I just collapsed in bed at 2 p.m. So I kind of screwed myself over by trying to stay up.
All right. Someone in my chat said, Auzie GG is British and not Australian. I feel bamboozled, and I felt the same way. I felt
I'm not actually British.
I felt cheated. I felt bamboozled. Okay.
Aussie GG law. Okay.
And that's when I screamed at
Legally.
Danny, and that's when you joined.
Okay. Legally, I'm from New Zealand, but I've never lived there my entire life. My dad's from New Zealand. My mum's from Australia, and they literally flipped a coin as to which nationality I'll be when I was born. I landed on the New Zealand side. My brother landed on the Australian side.
Okay.
And I just happen to be living in the UK right now.
Gotcha.
Ronnie said, "What are we hoping for? Only Aussie."
Oh, my video ended.
Did they say something about the open world? Are they going to showcase and then have a special guest? I have honestly no idea who this special guest is going to be.
It's going around, so don't look. Don't look who like.
Wait, it's already like leaked?
It's not. Okay, it's not. Someone posted. They posted an article. Like I think it was from Xbox or something.
Oh, fantastic work, Xbox.
Yeah. So.
Thailand 2, and I'll be Xbox exclusive.
I know who the character is. I don't know who the actress is. So, it'll be exciting to see.
Oh, right. Wait, someone said Rip Colossal Kiwi. What? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I thought like he's just not making videos anymore or something like that, but no, Lucky Mark, yeah.
Kiwi may join later.
I think we might be joining Kiwi. I'm not sure. I'm just vibing at the moment.
I saw he sent the message.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for that. Where's the music? There's no music for this.
I'm really disappointed in that. They had like jammers beforehand, and then all of a sudden it's just silence here. It's kind of awkward.
I just have to sit here with my thoughts.
Yeah.
Bum, bum. I just ranked up to level 25. Wow. Bum, 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 bum. It is time, friends. Let's go. We're so close. We're 3 minutes away. All right, I gotta play music again because this is. I can't sit here in silence.
Oh wait, Auntie said we'll be seeing current gen or last gen gameplay at some point. Maybe it's going to be shown here.
Oh really?
I have no idea. Maybe. Do you remember when Nancy said that? Like last when the delay was announced. I believe he said that.
I think he said we'll be seeing it next month.
Oh, okay. Someone just said, "Stay monkey." I agree.
birthday monkey.
The bomber looks. Oh yeah, is that a bomber? What do you think that is on the right? Do you think that is a bomber? He looks bloated as hell.
Oh, yeah, that actually looks like a, yeah.
What happened to his hands? He can't grab anything. Sad.
Bum, 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 bum. Will we get Lashin gameplay?
Now that I think about it, after you said that, like, Auzie said, oh yeah, we're only gonna get it next month. I think that's not gonna be the focus of this stream, so they won't show it. They'll probably show it separately.
I think we're gonna get everything but Last Gen.
Yeah. I think showing last gen gameplay after the delay is not really something that will please the general crowd.
I was gonna say, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot.
They delayed the game and it looks like this? What the fuck, man?
1 minute away! So they're probably gonna, I'm assuming they're gonna talk about the delay, right? They can't just gloss over the delay.
As long as it's Tim on, I don't care what they talk about. He could be rapping the entire Dying to Know episode.
Honestly, I'm all for it. All right. We are 30 seconds away. Everybody, have fun. I'll keep quiet. I'm sure there'll be times where we burst out and enjoy it, but it'll be fun. Like, subscribe, fancy stuff, do that, you know?
Mm-hmm. What do you want right now? 10, 9, 8? Are you ahead of me?
I'm at 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5,
Haha,
4.
I'm 3 seconds ahead of you.
Oh! All right, guys. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to the... Wait, what episode number are we on again? The 4th?
So let's count. We started with introducing Aiden Caldwell, the protagonist.
That's true. And then we looked at some of the monsters we'll find in the city.
Exactly. And then it was parkour and creative combat.
Wow. All right. Well, 4 episodes already. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. And if you missed any episodes so far, they're all on our YouTube channel for you to catch up.
And we have already shown you so much, it might seem you know everything about the game. But it's just the tip of the iceberg. So let's dive a bit deeper.
Today, we're going to show you the vast open world of Dying Light 2. Even though it's violent, brutal, and full of death, you'll find there's a surprising amount of beauty and vibrancy in the city.
And you will hear a lot about exploration, freedom, interaction, and some secrets you may find in the city.
And at the end of this episode, there's going to be one secret less, because we're going to be doing a big old Hollywood name drop and showing you a new big name in the world of Dying Light 2, Stay Human. Who is it? You have to wait till the end to find out.
Thank you for the donation, by the way. Appreciate it.
There are many elements that create the open world of Dying Light to Stay Human. The city has a diverse architecture with historic churches, a business district, modern apartment blocks, and old villador. It is full of immersive sounds that fill the streets, and there are plenty of characters that you will meet along the way. But it's impossible to talk about all of this at once. So let's start with the places that you will visit and explore during your journey. And for that, I have my next guests. Katarzyna Zielińska, senior concept artist, and Bartosz Januszkiewicz, lead 3D artist.
I wonder if they're Polish.
As we know, Villador is unlike any city we have seen before, mostly because the pandemic and the apocalypse have left their marks on the city. But what exactly are those marks?
Yes, we wanted the player to feel the past of the city while they're exploring it. To see the city's old glory, this old civilization, its old monuments of its old heroes, big skyscrapers, a TV tower, or old abandoned subway stations, or even an abandoned cargo ship. I mean, the city's heydays are clearly behind us, but if you explore it fully, you'll find old traces of the city just before the spread of the Haram virus.
That's very true. Also, during exploration, the player will see that citizens of the city are trying to bring back some of the aspects of, let's say, normality.
Sick.
And yes, they are fully aware that it's pointless, but they are still trying. To give you an example, we'll meet a man who, to add some love to the city, created something that's similar to today's dating apps. We'll also have a chance to listen to an opera singer who sings
horny
arias
chat.
from years ago among the ruins.
And those are the colorful characters I mentioned. Anything to add?
Yes, it's definitely worth exploring the major vast city of our game. Besides the player's main goals, side quests, and missions, you can venture back to the past of the city once called Villador. You can find old traces of newspapers, recordings of the mayor's speeches, books, posters, and many, many other objects that will give you that feeling and history about that whole city. There's also the past can come back in the form of audio cassettes, especially the ones recorded by a father who's desperately seeking to find out what is happening with his daughter.
Oh, I know this story very well, and it is quite emotional, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Bartek, thank you. Kasia, to you as well. Thank you for joining me. Of course, we have just scratched the surface of what's there in the game, but we will let you to discover it by yourself.
Speaking of exploration, you can't jump into the city just yet, but you can start by exploring the very place where everything began, Haran from Dying Light 1, and much more, as the Platinum Edition of Dying Light is coming this year to Nintendo Switch on October the 19th. And yes, you can already pre-order it. You can find more details on our website, switch.dyinglightgame.com, so check it out after the episode. All right, back to Villador. We've glimpsed its past, we've seen its present, but what about the future of the city? Here to talk to us about that today is Tom Misterbo, the world director of Dying Light 2. Hello, it's good to see you again. So, can we do more than simply explore the city?
Yeah, much more. You see, when you first arrive in the city, you discover a decaying metropolis whose past glory you can really just imagine. And if you ask me, there's already beauty in that. But you know what's even more beautiful than a dying city?
Seeing it come back to life?
Exactly. In the first moments of the game, when Aiden makes it through the wall, the infrastructures are decaying, falling apart, or destroyed. But some are just dormant, waiting to be revived. So, for example, we have several electrical stations throughout the city, and of course these have been offline for ages. But if you choose to do so, you can attempt to fix them. And if you succeed, it's a real game changer.
I actually like that a lot.
I want to draw a
With
penis
electricity
that.
back on, the face of the city changes. Storefronts
go
light up,
around.
air vents turn on and help with the navigation. Electrical
That's really
traps
cool.
become available to fight the infected. And old world remnants just come back to life. And you can explore these
you
if
just
you
see
want
the
to learn
bit?
about the history of this place.
What's
Ooh,
that?
I do want to learn about the history.
He's
See,
got
we
launched up
can
in the air, but
revive
the-
the
Yeah.
city, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are many more ways in which the choices of the player will shape the world around them.
Okay, I mean, what kind of choices are we looking at?
Well, actually, as you restore power to the city and help a new civilization rise on top of the old one, you're given one central choice. Which faction are you going to side with? It's called the City Alignment System, and besides gameplay consequences, it will give you the power to shape the skyline of the city, literally. You see, peacekeepers or survivors, according to your choice, will build different structures with a different function, harboring different characters inside of them.
Okay, that's quite vague. Can we have a specific example in-game of what that might look like?
Yeah, for sure. Let's look at this situation. So in this case, for example, we chose to help the survivors. What we're going to see is they are going to build a school on the rooftop. And inside of it is a teacher teaching the kids. Now, let's look at what would happen if I chose the peacekeepers instead. You see, the school is turning into a PK rooftop outpost. And inside of it is now a shopkeeper with whom I can actually trade. And outside is an NPC who may just have a specific quest for me.
Ooh, so we've gone from a teacher to a shopkeeper here. I mean, can we actually interact with these NPCs?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, let's look at it this way. If you were to go to a foreign place, you would probably want to talk to the locals to learn about where to go, where to sleep, where to eat, where to party, maybe. It's the same in our city. You can talk to the locals to learn about the insider secret of the city and actually answer some important world questions. You know, just learn to get around in our city.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But what about when the sun sets?
Well, then it's a different thing. You know, you will learn about urban legend, folk tales, and actually ranging from campfire stories through songs to rooftop theater. People will always need stories to learn how to live, and it's especially important in our city. And who knows, if you pay attention, maybe you'll realize that some of your actions, some of the choices you make in-game become stories told on the rooftops.
So I could be an urban legend in the game. That's so cool. I mean, it sounds like I'm going to need multiple playthroughs to really fully experience the richness of these choices and these worlds. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Thomas. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Leah.
If you'd like to start exploring the world of Dying Light 2 Stay Human already, why don't you go to techlandgg.com, where you'll find our whole new section with stories about the citizens of Villador. Check them out now and let us know on our social media what you want to hear about. And while you're there, don't forget to grab other rewards and goodies, such as these new weapons, the Dragon Breath Bow and the Neon Storm Ye Old Trusty. Go to techlandgg.com to get them now. My next guest is the composer of the Dying Light 2 Stay Human soundtrack, Olivier de Riviere.
It's time.
Let's go!
I've waited. Let's go! I've
I
waited
want to
so
talk about what the
long.
main inspiration for the soundtrack was then.
The main inspiration came from the creative director who gave me one word, broken. So that was very inspiring because it's a strong word and we wanted to spread that idea through the city, the main characters, the story, everywhere. Not only through the story actually, but also through the gameplay. So every actions, everything you're doing is supported by music.
Okay, that's a pretty strong main theme. Does that change depending on who we're talking to or what we're doing?
Yeah, definitely what we wanted to do is to have something that will be impactful for players, that will be recognized. So, for instance, you have factions in this game. Those factions have a musical theme, and then as you are giving away some zones, giving away some buildings, locations, you will give that to a certain faction. Therefore, you will have a certain music attached with the faction, and therefore the music will sound depending on your choices, which is like creating the soundscape of the city out of your choices.
Wow, yeah, so you're making a quite personal experience then as you make your own little mini soundtrack.
Definitely, yeah.
That's really cool, so it sounds quite interactive.
It is very interactive. Let's take like throughout all the gameplay mechanics we have, there is parkour, of course. And the idea is like on the ground level, there is like death, there is nothing. And so we didn't want to have music there. But on the rooftop, where life is back, we wanted to have a sense of freedom. So parkour happens there. And you have the music at first, if you just run, what happens is like the music is just a soundscape, something that's, it's not big. But the more moves you do, the more crazy stuff you're doing, jump over the building, the walls and everything, the bigger the music, to such an extent that at some point the music kicks into a flow, parkour flow. And now you don't even want to stop parkouring because the music is pushing you to do that. So,
yeah. That sounds really like rewarding.
It is very rewarding.
Making your own little awesome soundtrack as you go. What about the combat then? Is that the same?
Yeah, the combat has the same treatment of being interactive. So you would have to meet, any enemy with a special melody, a special theme. But mostly it's about your actions. So if you go and fight and decide to be very, very blunt, the music will react to this, as well as, if you kill somebody, if you get away, like running away from the enemy, and everything is supported by the music.
Okay, all right. I mean, that sounds really intense. There's a lot going on. It sounds like the kind of thing we need to be able to see and hear together to truly appreciate. So why not take a look?
Oh! Oh my god.
Wow. I mean, yeah, you can truly appreciate how it's all coming together and making, again, a really personal feeling experience. But does that kind of change depending on where we are in the map, like what location we're in?
Right, it definitely changes depending where you are in the game. So when you start the game, the music would be sort of like soundscape moody, some little things, we don't want to be too too big. But as the player goes and as you understand more of the story, as you getting more empowered, the music grows and grows and grows to such an extent that at some point the music get a new treatment and an orchestra is now supporting your actions and the story. Yes, so now it's the next level for the music. But, however, what we wanted to support as well is the personal story of Aiden. And for that, we wanted to have a very special sound, very special instrument that will make the sort of like emotional.
Okay, well, I mean, I really, really want to know more about this, but I am going to have to stop you there, unfortunately, because we need some secrets for next time, of course. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Olivier. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to hear the soundtrack.
Thank you.
Cool.
None of the things that we are talking about here today would be possible without the work of sound-level designers, such as Edyta Mosińska-Duralska, who makes it all work in the game.
Definitely the best part of the episode so far.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hello, Edyta.
Hi. We are kind of mediators, I think, between the composer, Olivier, and the game. We implemented his music and vision into Dying Light 2, making sure that it all works as it's supposed to. Like, for example, since we have so many teams, the soundtrack must switch to another system whenever player wanders off the main plot. Whether they fight walls, search for Mia, parkour, or enter Dark Zone, we see to it that the music gets all the changes and details in exactly those moments Olivier imagined.
And we know that music changes when you parkour, fight, or enter locations, right?
Yeah, sure.
But how exactly does it work?
So every system works a little bit different, but in fact, it all comes down to creating special zones, scripting, and level design. And we had to set up all of this manually. For example, the music needs to know if the player is parkouring in a dangerous or safe place, if they are jumping over the street, what kind of enemy they are fighting, what's the enemy's faction and rank, and so on, so on, so on. And the music knows it's all mostly thanks to special invisible zones that we add inside the game.
Okay, invisible zones, this sounds intriguing. So what are they and how many of them are there in the game?
Oh, there's so many of them, I guess millions, probably. They are, let's say, boxes triggering when the player enters them. Whenever that happens, they tell the music that it needs to change. But, that's the easy part. The hard one is to set up them properly and fit them into geometry of the world, so they send the right message at the right moment. I think that the windmill was really challenging in that matter.
And why was it so?
So as the player climbs the windmill, the music changes depending on the height they're
Okay,
at.
but let me assure you that players will hear the amazing music and sounds that you have put into the game. Thank you, Edyta.
Thank you.
They're just cutting them off.
If you thought the Dying Light 2 soundtrack couldn't get
I like
any more
how they
impressive,
explain
then
how
we
it
have
mechanically
something
works.
else to show you. It was played by none other than the London Contemporary
nice,
Orchestra
insight.
in the world-famous Abbey Road Studios. Check this out.
Oh. Don't copyright strike me, please.
Generally, I try to get the core, the substance of, let's say, a word through an instrument. And this time, I had to go back to my friend Nicolas Bras, who's making instruments out of junks, literally junks. And he created this instrument that could be in the world of Dying Light, completely like accurate.
That's
with
awesome.
all the little details and sort of, the roughness of the instrument.
Now it's time for
Damn, that was
something
really
special.
good.
We already know
Oh.
Aiden, the
Honestly,
protagonist
that's probably
of
the best
Dying Light
thing of
2,
all
Stay
time to know
Human.
is,
And Hakon, who in
music is
our
so
game
good
has
for
the
me.
face
I love
of
it.
David Bell, the inventor of parkour.
David Bell! Now, let's meet another important citizen.
Yeah, and that's the perfect time to show you the surprise we have saved for last. You may know her from the Mandalorian series.
Or from the famous Sin City.
So without further ado,
Meet Lawan.
Who is that? Oh, is it Ahsoka?
You recognize it? Dude, where are they filming this? All that build up.
That is. That's insane. They got her. That's insane. That's insane. They got her. What?
Hi, I'm Rosario Dawson.
What?
The Dying Light 2, you will know me
What?
as Lawan, a warrior of sorts, a very tough woman
What?
who is fighting her past and looking to seek revenge on the people who wronged her. Now, what I really love about this game and this character is that how she is really dependent on you, the player. Is she going to be this rage-filled killer who is obsessed with her goals? Or will she be a night runner who risks her life to save others? It's up to you.
Dude, what?
Senior writer Piotr
What?
Mostovsky will tell us more about Lawan. Hello.
She's the nurse from Daredevil.
So let's talk about Lawan. Lawan is one of the strong, self-reliant women in the world of Dying Light to Stay Human. She is an important character with a lot of impact on the plot, but we also wanted her to be way more than that. To be a real person with her own goals, her own motivations, and her own opinions as well. So if she doesn't like something you do or something you say, she will tell you that, and she will act on it, sometimes even against you, and you will feel the consequences of it. She is her own boss, and her kill list is open, so you don't want to end up on it.
She has a kill list.
No, no, she doesn't.
I need to know more about that.
Guys, let's stop here because that's a spoiler.
No, stop cutting it
Tell
off.
us more. Why did we choose Rosario to become Lawan?
Because Lawan is uncompromising and she's tough, and you are going to have a lot of crazy adventures with her, sometimes balancing on the verge of life and death, And in the process, she can become your dearest friend or
She
your
gives you the
enemy at some
paraglider.
point. So in order to convey all that, because there is quite a lot to convey, we needed an extraordinary actor, and Rosario turned out to be just perfect.
insane.
And I cannot wait to meet her in game. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Insane.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human is just a few months away, and on February the 4th, we'll finally be able to experience its vast and vibrant open world, complex characters, and gripping stories.
Thank you for joining us today. Next time, we'll show you what choices you might encounter in the city and the ways in which you can change the world. Stay safe.
Stay human.
This is probably my favorite episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that episode.
That one was sick.
That one was good.
Yeah, damn.
All right, we're just jumping right into it. They already uploaded it. Perfect.
By the way, Auntie's just explaining this now. People are saying like, "Oh, why did they change? Why did they change the model of the character?" It's actually no, they actually used a placeholder character model to not spoil Rosario Dawson being part of the game. That's interesting.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, there's a screenshot right here. Where is it? Yeah, this was her originally. And then where's the new photo? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, no. You can yeah. Wow.
Also, I mean, we didn't get that much gameplay. There was some. But honestly, that wasn't really the focus of this episode. I just loved the fucking music.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people already know about this, but I'm already comparing it to Doom and Halo. How I feel like in more recent times, especially with Doom, how Mick Gordon would create a track that changes with how you play, depending on what you're doing and where you are. And I feel like if they've implemented the same kind of vibe in Dying Light 2, then this is going to be fucking perfect. Like, the music is a jammer, and I just hope the tech about it is really good, just like Doom. And of course, you know, Halo back in the day when that stuff was happening too.
That was insane. That was really good. That one is my favorite.
No gameplay, no specs. Well, that wasn't the focus of the episode. They have focuses for each episode, and they can show what they want. I mean, it's gonna be more episodes, so. Oh my god, what is that guy doing? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And yes, they're fully aware that it's pointless.
Damn, the mods acted quick on that one.
Minus 1 million social credit for Techline.
That was, oh wait, I paused it right at this.
We'll meet a man who, to add some love to the city, created something that's similar.
Is this why the game says sexual content now? This right here.
To today's
Oh, you can see the.
man who, to add some love to the city, created
You can see the wall. All in full force.
something that's
As someone who, like, a lot of people, I'm getting a lot of mixed reactions from the Dying Light server and everything, and people in chat, in the Twitch chat and everything. But for me personally, that's like my favorite episode, just because sound and music is always like such a huge factor, selling point for me personally, and they absolutely won me over with that segment with Olivia right there.
They released the.
I couldn't have asked for more there. So
they released the main menu song.
Wait, they did?
They did. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's 4 minutes long.
Wait. Is it on the YouTube?
I linked it in my general. I can DM it to you. There.
Main theme music track from Dying Light 2. Run, jump, fight.
All right, here. I'll start it at the same time as you. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. god. Damn. My god.
That was actually really impressive. You
Oh
know,
my god.
Techland has always had like their in-house composer for all their games, for the previous games, and he actually did a phenomenal job in Dying Light 1 and everything as well. So when they announced that they were going to have someone else, I was really holding with bated breath, being a little disappointed, but also hoping that the new one's going to be good. And I am definitely far from disappointed. That was really good.
That was insane. It's like a freaking Avengers theme song. It's so good. Oh my god. I enjoyed that a lot.
Same.
That was
Definitely the highlight of the episode, and probably all episodes for me. I mean, Rosario Dawson was also hype as well, but yeah.
That's insane. That I can't wait to see her in the game. She was great in Mandalorian and Daredevil. Have you ever seen any of those?
I've seen Mandalorian, yeah. I think that's the first show I've seen her in as well.
Oh, that's good. All right, let me get this video ready so I can slow-mo it down and do a little breakdown of it. Should we join Kiwi?
Sure, I'm done.
All right, let's go do that. I'll see you there.
All right, yeah.
All right, so chat, we're going to join Colossal Kiwi and also Auzie, and we're going to talk about what we just saw. And then we'll do a nice little breakdown and everything. You know the deal. It'll be fun. Hello.
There's definitely going to be some funky stuff. Hey.
How's it going?
You know, that's actually a good point that you talk about. Just as I came in, that I didn't actually think of, because Techland's always been wacky in that regard, in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like they cannot resist putting in a cheeky Easter egg. Like it's just who they are. And people were talking about how like it seems really, really serious so far. Which I mean, they're just trying to sell the game. It's dire 15 years into the apocalypse, but like there will be some Ghazi level like humor. Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they might even like reference Ghazi directly, if not.
I'm pretty sure they will. Like, there's got to be like the dad or like the mum somewhere.
Yeah, because he's like the biggest meme of the DL1 community, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, this right here, this I want to look at because in one of the clips that we looked at, there was like, we didn't know whether or not, I said like the wall run was fluid. He jumped onto it, he was on it for a while, and then when he jumped off, it kind of went wonky. And I said maybe it's like that because there's an enemy right there. So now we're going to go and look and see how it actually is without an enemy there and see if it's wonky or not. And it doesn't look like it's wonky. It doesn't look like that at all. I think just because there's an enemy there, it like the game just didn't know how to handle it. Which is good to see. Well, I guess it's not good to see. I mean, it's good that it's not all the time. Can I go back to the other clip? Where is it? It was in the Switch, right? Yeah, here it is. Let me go. Yeah, right here, okay? You can see, like, it's like messed up when he jumps towards the end. Yeah, see, it's like he like slows down and he stops and everything. But when there's no enemy there, it runs pretty damn good. Yeah. Okay. I want to undeafen now.
I think they have the music section uploaded as well. Let me check.
What'd you guys think of the parkour in there? By the way,
I think it's still a little bit floaty like it was before.
It looked pretty like slowed and like It looks
I
like
don't mind
gravity
that, though.
doesn't really exist at some parts.
Dying Light
Exactly
1.
what we were saying. Like, there's kind of a lack
Yeah.
of impact when you land in some ways. Like, you're just kind of softly gliding. Like, yeah, the gravity does seem a little floaty.
You're on the
Let
moon.
let me show you. I'll show you where I'm talking about. It's at around like 12 minutes. Like 12:07 when he jumps into the car. He goes down really slow.
Oh yeah. He's on bungee wires going down like that.
Like right here. Yeah.
Also, the trash bags aren't like color coded or universally blue, like the
Oh, yeah.
like Dying Light 1. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to pick out where to fall, but that's fine.
If it stays that way, there's gonna be a moment where you think you're gonna land safely on something and then you just die. Like land on a
I mean,
Rusty
with how
knives.
vertical, yeah, with how vertical this game is, I feel like I'm gonna die mostly by falling to my death. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna be disappointed though, because it's just gonna be funny when it happens. But but yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can truly appreciate how it's all coming.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
think the sound design was definitely like the thing that stood out to me this episode.
Yeah.
As you were saying, like kind of reminds me of, I think I haven't played it, but I've heard that Breath of the Wild is kind of similar as well, depending on how like dynamic the game is. It adapts to sort of like the pace in which you're playing. And I always enjoy hearing those behind-the-scenes stories of how they make it work, like all those invisible zones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
same.
reading about in like the first game, you couldn't swim in Dying Light 1 until really late in development. Like there was just no swimming mechanic. And then there was a developer who stayed overnight in the office and was like, I want to make it so we can swim. And, like one person made that happen. Yeah. It's just, I like stories like that, just knowing how this stuff came to be.
Yeah. I also like how I mean, on top of that, how they explain mechanically how things, but they said like, maybe they exaggerate them, like a lot of sort of invisible boxes where you hit and then like the musical cue starts playing because of where you are. I like that, kind of explaining how it works on the technical side of things.
Yeah.
How would you say this compares to the other episodes?
Absolutely love this
say-
one. This one's
Yeah, I
probably
really
my
liked
favorite.
I felt as though besides the way that the music works in that dynamic way, this more or less just like confirmed what I'd already assumed about the game, which is good because I
Yeah.
was assuming good things. It wasn't like there was a lot of stuff that was like, oh shit, no way. But it was like, okay, cool. Like it's good to know this is kind of along the lines of what I thought it would be, and it's looking good. How about yourself, man?
I said this before. I don't think chat heard me though, but yeah, like music's one of my biggest like things that that make or break a game for me, or a TV show or movie. Music is just like almost like 50% of the experience for me, and
Nice.
I'm really happy that they showed this off because it really elevated my.
But it's impossible to talk
How am I
about
saying
all
this?
of
It
this
really
at
made
once. So let's start with
everything
the
better.
places that
This
you
is
will
just
visit
overall for
and
me. Like
explore during
it was something that I was actually really wanting to know,
Like,
especially
Villador
after
is
they
unlike any city we have
they
seen.
removed their
It's all
previous
monuments of
not
the
removed, but like
big
they parted
cities.
ways with their previous composers. Always stuck with them through the Dead Island, Call of Juarez, and Dying Light soundtracks that he made for them. And then I was a bit worried, but then after hearing what Olivia's done and that interview there was, you know, I have all my worries are gone now. It's just yeah.
That's very true.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have complete faith in the guy.
Player will see that citizens of the city are trying to bring back some of
He has a
those
pretty good repertoire behind him as well. Like
and
Yeah.
yes, they are fully aware that it's
he's done Black Flag or something like that, right? I think.
Yeah, I believe he did.
remember
I
what it
believe
was.
he did Black Flag. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Similar to today's dating apps.
I am asking chat right now to see what they think about the episode.
Areas from years ago among the ruins.
I've seen a lot of
I'm
people
trying to
disappointed
see.
because they didn't see new gameplay. And
Oh,
I
come
can understand
on.
that, although,
Oh, God.
although I personally have seen enough gameplay that I just want to know more about the other details and stuff, which is what we're getting in these episodes. So I'm happy. I'm satisfied, especially with the music, as I said before.
There's so much that they showed off into this.
Coming this year to Nintendo Switch.
Like you can't even begin on where to dissect it all. You don't need a 2 to 3 minute gameplay trailer every single time. Like this. This right here. Okay, this is awesome. All right, I love this. I love using the vent to go and fly across.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Imagine tying that with the glider. So like,
Exactly.
like those old Zelda games where you just get pushed up, like there's
Oh.
like a line of vents, and you just go whoop. Whoop. You just fly across the city like that. Imagine, that'd be funny.
Speedrun strat.
Hey, are you expecting to see a T-shirt again? And I don't know. No idea.
Oh yeah, I realize you're wearing that one right now, Kiwi. Nice.
Yeah. I have no idea. Haven't we spoke about it at E3 2019? Like joked about it being.
I am going to put all the gameplay clips together. I'll probably do that once I'm done with the stream.
Gameplay. The one thing I suppose I am always wanting to push no more about is the choices system, and just like to the like specific extent to which it shapes your world. They have given some examples and showed it off, and I know it's hard to show that off without spoiling some of the choices you can make. Even with like the E3 2019, like the 30-minute demo they showed off, that was awesome. But I was like, I kind of wish I didn't know the outcome of some of those decisions. Like, I want to know, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there are so many games that say, oh, your choices affect the world and whatnot, and it varies quite a lot. So like although I do feel good about it, I'm always pushing to know more, I suppose.
Yeah, it's always one of those things that people seem to overtalk and underdeliver with a lot of games. There are exceptions, of course, but there aren't that many. So that's probably my biggest concern with Dying Light 2. Although, personally, that's not what made me like Dying Light. So, what made me like Dying Light is of the smoothness of how the parkour and combat just all flowed together really well. That's like the thing that needs to be right in Dying Light 2. But if they're making the choice system a big selling point, then yeah, they really need to get that right.
Yeah,
as well.
I feel like they talk about it like every opportunity that they get. They talk about the choice system. So if it doesn't actually live up to what they're saying, they're just shooting themselves in the foot by because they're really hyping it up every single time.
Yeah, like the first game was great without it, but the
Yeah,
fact that
exactly.
such a big focus in the beginning, and they brought in Chris Avallone, and it's like, oh, he's the Fallout New Vegas guy, and yeah, like it's surely it's got to be
like
in depth.
Like it's one thing to say, oh, our game has choices, it'll change the world, but what is next week or not next week, next episode, they're going and centering their episode entirely around the choices in the world. So like they clearly have a lot to say about it, and if it doesn't go as far as they're hyping it up to be, they're really just like shooting themselves in the foot with it.
Yeah. One like mechanic that I want to know more about, like exactly how it works, is the stealth mechanics in Dying Light 2. So I talked about this in the last stream I did, but Dying Light 1 to me is very much into, when it comes to stealth, it's lost in some kind of like middle ground where it doesn't do it great. It's there in some instances, but it's very situational. And like once bandits like see you, they know exactly where you are at all times. You can't come back to the to the settlement, and then like they don't have stealth meters. There's no like detection meters, nothing, no alert system. Well, not an in-depth one anyway. And it's kind of inconsistent. I remember when I first played through the following, I had a really cool moment. I was playing no heads-up display nightmare mode, so it was really difficult, and I managed to sneak around all the enemies and jump in the buggy and like make a quick escape. And that was the one time I felt like Dying Light did stealth in a whole, like, complete, like, fulfilling way. And other than that, like, yeah, you got the camouflage around zombies and stuff, but I was always, in the first game, hoping for something more. Like, if you're going to have decisions that shape the game, really make them shape the game. If you're going to have stealth mechanics, really go in depth with those stealth mechanics. So, like, I can... make it consistent so I can understand and really like use it to my advantage. What are your guys' thoughts on like the stealth in general?
I agree with that, and I actually like how you brought up that specific segment from the following, because the soundtrack that plays is called Stealth, and in that specific area, if you quietly kill all the enemies, then you quietly kill all the enemies. However, if you alert at least one of them, 3 guys spawn out of a building with guns. And that does not happen if you actually stealth your way through the whole thing, which is quite nice.
That is cool.
I do agree though that for me with Dying Light 1 stealth, it's pretty limited, even though it is there. They just kind of have like the yellow sort of, hey, what's that sort of thing on the mini map, and then as soon as they see you, they just turn red. And on top of that, you have like basically like little to no feedback as to your detection. You can't really tell at all. You just kind of have to read them, I guess. But that's only after playing the game for such a long time. You can kind of tell how the AI behaves and stuff. I feel like if there's, I mean, everyone likes to have like stealth meters on top of enemies, or like, you know, on top of a HUD or something. I'm not sure how Dying Light 2 is going to do that, but I hope there's going to be some sort of good implementation there.
I was gonna say for the stealth in Dying Light 2, we haven't seen an actual takedown, have we? We've only seen
there was the ledge where he was underneath
past
someone and he grabbed them and threw him off. I'm not sure if that was a stealth takedown though. But I think it would have been though, because he wasn't aware.
Oh yeah, that's for
It wasn't a cutscene.
That's for human AI. But like, what about with
zombies,
infected AI? Because we saw he's going through like the quarantine zone, or that part with Hakon in one of the trailers. He's sneaking through and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like you stealth it, like when you try to take down somebody, do you do like one of those Far Cry animations where you just stab them right in the back and you take them down, or like it's something different? Or like once you attack them, is that it?
It's a good question, because
it looked like you just sneaked past them that entire like way through. It doesn't look like you're, at least from what we've seen, it doesn't look like you can take them down.
Yeah, without alerting the others, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys notice or like remember it all, but when they initially showed gameplay for Dying Light 1 in one of the earlier trailers, they had like 5 extra stealth animations for stealth kills on zombies, and then in the final game, it was just the one animation where you just like snap their neck and that's it. But they had different ones where like you stab them from behind, like you actually use your weapons and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see, even just from like animation perspective, just adding a bit more variety in there, because we've seen a couple stealth kills on human enemies. Yeah, there was the ledge pull in that 30-minute E3 2019 demo. There was some stealth kills in there as well. Like there was a takedown, I think, if I recall correctly. But yeah, we haven't seen anything for zombies. We haven't seen anything to do with camouflage either, or like what the options are there. So I wonder if they've nerfed that, because they nerfed the grappling hook for obvious reasons. Camouflage, I feel like, was a bit of a crutch as well. Like, I'd always just be slapping that shit on and running around. I think it just made it so much easier. And then, of course, they brought in the upgraded volatiles in the following, which could see through the camouflage. But I wonder if they're going to be bringing that back to some capacity or nerfing it.
It's funny, I don't know how in depth they go with like siding with certain factions and everything. Like whether or not it's like if you side with one faction, you get like these certain skills and whatnot. Because I could totally see like the camouflage being tied to like the survivor faction or something like that.
Yeah.
Some food for thought, but if they just have skills overall, like just like the last game and not tied to anything, then I can see it being there too.
Yeah.
They show off, like maybe this was like 2019 or 2020 era, but didn't they show off like a empty swimming pool area where it changes to like a training room or like some sort of chemical factory, depending on who you side with.
Yes.
I don't know if something like that's changed or something, but like I don't know. I kind of like the idea, but at the same time, for me being a completionist, I think I said this before somewhere, but I like to have everything if I can. And if I feel like, you know, sure, I'm unlocking some tree skill item thing going this way, but that also means I'm locking myself off by not choosing the alternative. And yeah, I don't know.
I see both sides to that.
Yeah.
Because like players love glitching the hell out of their games and exploiting it. And let's be honest, Dying Light, there's a duplication glitch all the time, and I can easily see it being happening. Like, it's gonna be exploited to like a new extent if there's like multiple saves or stop and save here. Like, have your friend join at this time. I don't know. I
bug out this section.
but
you can have
yeah,
peacekeepers
exactly.
and survivors at the same time
Yeah,
in the same location.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because like I'm also a bit of a completionist, but I also like having an excuse to play through another time and get a different experience.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this is going to sound like a strange comparison at first, but in Dead Island, you can't max out all of the talents. You can get most of the way there, but you can't unlock all the skills in the skill trees because there aren't enough points. And to me, that added a kind of RPG element to where you're building a character a specific way. It's not super in depth because once again you can unlock mostly everything. Whereas in Dying Light, of course, you can unlock every single thing, and they added like legend skills on top of that, and you become this huge, powerful guy in every kind of regard. And I don't like. I kind of like the idea of like building your character a specific way, whether that be through the skill trees or through your decisions, and only having access to certain skills and certain facilities because of those decisions you made, and that builds who you are. And then the next time you play through, you've got a different character because of the way that you've played them. If I had to choose, I would probably lean more towards having that character be built a specific way and it being different per playthrough. But that might be a bit hopeful in terms of like how in depth that could potentially be. But I understand. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I understand like wanting to unlock everything as well. Like that's all.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I think part of the charm of having this unique build, if it's going to be something like that in Dying Light 2, I'm pretty sure it is though, is that it will help. It will really help with people seeing each other in co-op, not just with how their world looks, but also how each of the character plays. More than just everyone being the exact same when maxed out.
Yes. Yeah, that's a really good point.
I think that'll tie into they'll kind of really enhance the co-op vibe of the game.
Yeah, it just plays into that fact that they're already talking about how the worlds are going to be different from each other. So if you can ramp up and like the character is different, that's true because it is. Yeah, you're all the exact same Kyle Craig, even if you're using different skins and stuff. You're all exactly the same. I wonder what some of these animations we're talking about parkour, like what some of these sorry, we're talking about co-op. I wonder what some of these like parkour animations and stuff are gonna look like in third person. It's so much more in depth.
I know.
In first person right now. And I wonder if they're just gonna look, I don't know, just like default kind of not jank, but they're like just your standard third person, or because I can imagine it'd be really difficult to pull that off.
DL1 had that sort of semi-jank to the third-person animations, which is kind of unavoidable because you kind of really have to strain yourself if you really want to perfect it. So I can understand.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked. It was fine. I didn't really care about it that much at all.
Yeah, this parkour looks a little. It looks really.
I love how you can interact with the environment so much. It's just that again the Mars gravity level of the jumps here just feels really weird.
It's very bouncy right there. Yeah, I'm watching it on your stream, Oni.
Just the looking Discord. I'm screen sharing.
Oh yeah, it's a bit laggy there. We're just watching on your stream.
Oh okay.
It's much clearer.
Oh okay. Yeah, like around here. I'm on the Dying to Know episode, so I'll link it in chat. Around like 11:50, like when he's jumping on like the chimneys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really.
You know what?
It's like it looks like a
else.
bouncing pad. It looks.
Yeah, I was actually really concerned about one part of Dying Light that I absolutely really do not like is the magneting. How the game will pull you in a certain direction towards trash bags or like a top of a car, so you won't die for full damage.
Did you see how it was?
Actively...
Did you see how it was with the enemy? in like a couple of those clips that we got?
Oh yeah.
Let me find it.
So because of the magnets in Dying Light 1, where like it kind of pulls you towards something to make sure they don't fall off, you kind of feel like you lose a lot of control. It's something that probably one of the worst parts of Dying Light 1 for me, just from like a smooth gameplay perspective. But I really hope that something like that isn't taking place in Dying Light 2 in this gameplay that we're seeing, with all like the sort of floaty pulls towards certain
You can-
objects just to try and keep you on.
If you look at my stream, you can kind of see somewhat what you're talking about. It wasn't as bad as Dying Light 1, but you can totally see the pulling occurring when Aiden is wall running.
Yeah, I can sort of understand that the vibe where if you come off a wall run and you get pulled towards an enemy to drop kick them, it kind of makes it easier for you to play to connect that drop kick rather than miss and kind of lie on the ground for a second. But at the same time, again, it kind of removes that little sort of freedom of how you would play. I don't know. There's kind of multiple ways you can look at this.
Because it's like when you look at the wall run without the enemy there, it's a lot more fluid than with that enemy just standing there.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like when you go into a drop kick, if there's like a little, sort of animation hitbox, and if you hit it, then it'll just go into like, it'll kind of pull you into the animation of drop kicking that guy rather than like, drop kick that happens to connect with the guy, if that makes sense.
It just reminds me of the classic death from above and drop kicks and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually too, without directly referencing it. It's kind of like in BTZ where, if you do a drop kick, it goes into an animation rather than, rather than just like naturally playing out sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just probably just the way to just connect the moves and make it feel not necessarily feel as seamless, but just work well.
Yeah, I don't really know how this will play out until we get our hands on it, but I'll hold my judgment on that for now, because it can be great, but it can also be pretty limiting in how you play, especially when you accidentally magnet to the wrong person in a group of people. I can feel like that can be
yeah.
I don't know. I did not want to drop kick that goon, and I'm dead.
I had when there's like a clip where there's like a bunch of enemies in front of Aiden, and like the pulling is actually working properly. It didn't look like it was magnetizing towards people that he didn't want to go to. So there's a plus for that there at least. But in an actual game, like when we're playing, it could be very different.
Yeah, I mean, well, speaking of, just since we mentioned it briefly, we haven't heard anything about PvP, have we? Nothing about it being confirmed.
Nope.
Just like absolutely nothing.
Nope.
I think that'll be one of those, if they are going to put it in, it'll be one of those last like trailers that they release. It's like, oh, let's go. Okay, pre-order spike. Let's go. Like,
I did
How was
like
the marketing for Dying Light 1's PvP.
Well,
was the
It
one.
was a pre-order exclusive, and
It was,
they
yeah.
only made
Was
like
it
one
really?
trailer for it.
Was it really?
They only made it available
Is-
for everyone at some point through the first year before they released the following, I think.
Huh. So here's what happens. The Be the Zombie was, Vilky's absolutely right. It was a pre-order exclusive. Which, if you think about it, if they actually went ahead with that, it would have sucked because it was hard enough finding matches as it is. But when the game, first of all, the first game got delayed several times. It was supposed to release in 2014 and ended up releasing in early 2015. And when it released, it only released digitally. If you ordered a physical copy of the game on disc, it actually got delayed for another month. So you didn't have the game, while meanwhile other people were playing it digitally, which kind of sucked if you pre-ordered the disc. So what they did to compensate was they made Be the Zombie free, and then they added in some extra, like some DLC bonus stuff as well. So it was actually just going to be pre-order exclusive, and I'm glad in the end it wasn't, for obvious reasons. That's a really good point that I forgot about. So I guess we'll see when they touch on it. You'd think if they weren't going to have PvP, they can easily just say that. They can say, guys, Don't expect PvP.
That's
we're
what I'm
going in a
saying.
different
Like, I feel
direction.
like they
It's
could
not
just
gonna
come
be
out and say
PvP.
that now, and like people will be fine
Yeah.
with it. But like,
If there is going to be PvP, they're going to do the big reveal, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we don't know what the DLCs are gonna have. Like, they might just drop the first DLC that comes after launch, and it's gonna be some kind of PvP mode. Like, you know how Bozak was.
well,
something
isn't
way
it
different
2
than
story
the
DLCs?
Actual story of Dying Light.
Mm.
I think it's 2 story DLCs.
Yeah, but there could be other DLCs other than that.
True. I know.
It's just like
I
you know,
did like a
story DLC is a big selling point. So.
I did like a deep dive into the company that developed BTZ, and like they got acquired by
Digital Scape?
Yes, they got acquired by CD Projekt Red. So, for BTZ, if it were to be in Dying Light 2 or something like that, it's not going to be, from what I've seen, it's not going to be developed by them because like every project that they've been working on since Dying Light has mainly been Cyberpunk. For a multiplayer that may not even come out, by the way, for them. But so if they were, it would probably have to be Techland developing it, or
Yeah.
if they did another company.
Let's not forget about Dying Light Bad Blood.
That's what I'm saying. They did they did do Bad Blood, but I feel like if
and
they
that could have
didn't,
been like a testing ground for human combat in
Yeah.
Dying Light 2.
I
Human PvP.
was thinking that for quite a while after, you know, they kind of just left it lying in the dirt.
Especially when the parry was like literally the same as Dying Light 2. Like,
That's
that's
true.
That's how
Yeah.
well the parrying works against other players than just AI.
Good observation. Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely think if they do have any kind of PvP in this game, it's gonna be like some sort of like faction-based PvP where you represent a faction and you go to other players who represent different factions. I don't know how
That sounds exactly
that's
like
gonna
Dark
work.
Souls.
Dark Souls invasions.
Yes.
Hey, peacekeepers for life. No survivors. Yeah, and then just like okay.
honestly,
Insert
That
the-
could actually work.
I feel like this game would
Yeah.
really benefit with like a. I mean, it's been overdone so many times at this point, but something like a versus mode from like Left 4 Dead or even Back 4 Blood, like that was pretty well done. Something along that realm would be pretty cool.
like a whole mode where you have to go from A to B, and it's like PvP where like one team controls like zombies and one team controls humans.
Maybe not even A to B. I don't think that would work in like Dying Light world. But like, I could totally see like an infected versus humans, but not a 1v5, maybe like a 4v4. Obviously, the infected would have to be toned down a lot. It can't be anything like it is in BTZ, but I feel like it could work.
I feel like the special infected in Dying Light do like they're already good enough to be playable characters. Like they have like they're not the same kind of really weird mutations compared to the normal biters they were in Dying Light 1, but instead they like you could actually make them playable in Dying Light 2.
Also, I just
They
saw
have very simple abilities.
I was just passively watching your stream only. I saw that the during the Rosario Dawson segment that they had like Aiden using his parachute, and you could see multiple vents with air coming out of them, just as I was talking about.
Oh,
like, in
can
the-
you? That's awesome.
Like in Zelda, I think yeah. There's a part. Hold on, I'm watching a stream right now on Discord, and let's see if
Yeah.
where it was. But it was like a nighttime shot.
Nighttime shot.
Where they jump off the roof.
Oh, there it is. That's awesome. What game? What? There's another game. It's not Zelda, but there's another game where you do the same thing. You take a parachute, you hit the vents, you fly back up, and you can just keep doing that over and over. What game is that?
I think I played that in one Ratchet and Clank game as well, but it's probably not what you're thinking of.
I don't think it's Ratchet and Clank. Chat, help me out. There's 100 of you. What game is it? Someone's got to know what I'm talking about. Is it Sly Cooper? Is it Sly Cooper?
Oh, maybe.
I think it's Sly Cooper.
I've already played the first one.
This is like something in the third one, I think. Sly Cooper parachute.
Oh, I like what NTF Wavy said. Maybe a small follow-up on the tower after the following for DL2 DLC, kind of like sort of like a Origins thing, or like tying tying the first game and second game together. Cause,
Yeah, bridging those 15 years.
I feel like what Techland's doing, which I kind of understand, is kind of really separating themselves narratively from the first game, so they have as much freedom as possible.
Yeah.
But also, saying, oh yeah, it's in the same world, just to establish the fact that it is a sequel, it is still in the same universe, but they have this narrative freedom now since they've basically distanced themselves with the time and the place. But I do hope that they do something for everyone who's played Dying Light 1 and just kind of have, at least maybe something in the base game, like notes and stuff you could read. But yeah.
It's Sly Cooper. Yes, I was right.
It was.
It was.
Oh, there you go.
I love this game so much. Yeah, he takes it's a paraglider, and he flies around and he goes up with the.
Oh, I'm watching it. Yeah. Oh, Slide 2. I never played Slide 2. I only played Slide 1. Slide 1.
Dude, Slide 2 is one of the best games of all time. It's so good. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I would love if they did something like this in Dying Light 2.
Honestly, it looks like it though. If you go back to the Dying Light 2 one, you see the multiple vents close by together.
I know.
Honestly,
I
looks
feel like
they
it
can
could
do
work.
that.
I feel like you could take the bottom two to go and get up higher to this bigger one. I totally see that happening.
Do we think David Bell's character is going to punch a TV at any point?
I honestly feel like they're hyping him up, and I feel like he's an introductory character who's going to get killed off. Like,
Oh no.
I don't see how he can play a pivotal role in the story right from the get-go if he's someone who shows you the ropes in the beginning. If he's gonna either gonna Raheem him,
Yeah, I mean, even Brickett isn't too involved.
Yeah.
In the main game of Dying Light.
At one
Raheem
point,
is-
he disappears. He just leaves without trace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just despawns.
That pop in texture. No.
Also, I feel like her character here is kind of teaching you. It looks like she might be teaching you how to use the paraglider because it looks like a set piece with like a lot of vents that are very, very convenient. So this might be near the beginning of the game too. Or actually, no, you wouldn't get the paraglide at the beginning of the game, would you? Maybe at some point, one of the main quests, she kind of like introduces you.
Well, maybe it goes, Hakon, get your biomarker.
She hands you the backpack, yeah.
And then you
of the
go into this
paraglider.
section. Does
Yeah,
he
I
have
think
his
so.
biomarker at this point?
Because you're following her.
Let's see if
You're following her, so.
Yeah, let's see if he has his biomarker. That can really tell us kind of where we're at. But I assume Hakon would go over. Yeah, he's got his
Oh, yeah, he has
biomarker.
his biomarker.
I assume Hakon would go over parkour, and then she might go over all the tools and everything.
Yeah, maybe. But that means like what happens to Hakon?
Maybe
And
it's
he might just be
thing.
Breckenified and just like be absent for the rest of the game, only seeing him every now and then, or.
And then
maybe
you'll
just make,
find
like,
him being a
killing
part of
killing
a sacred cult, like Khan in the following.
Oh yeah.
He
That was
turns
funny.
Where
out
does-
to be the villain.
Where does she go? Where does she go is
Maybe
the
she
better
died
question.
there. She just
yeah,
fell to the
yeah, she
ground.
just died right here.
Her pack failed to open.
Tragic.
Her contract
Oh, that's really
expired
like-
on the way down.
Maybe does that like video game thing where the cutscene ends and like the character just runs behind you and you look back and then they're just gone. Like, they should
Oh,
still
yeah.
be there. You should better look at them and they just disappear. Like in the
Yeah.
first game, like Jade only exists in cutscenes. There is no physical like a model that you can interact with until the very end of the museum. And I'm
Yep,
just
I
hoping
remember
that
that.
like the characters are gonna feel a little bit more real. Because the way they just appear and then suddenly conveniently disappear every time after a cutscene is like, okay, like it doesn't feel like they're actually there. It feels like I
Yeah,
just watched
I
it.
remember Raheem doing that in the prologue as well. Like, if
Yeah.
you skip all his dialogue fast enough, you can just see him just run around the corner and literally disappear if you catch up to him.
I haven't done that actually. That's great.
Like, when he jumps down, when he jumps down to the bottom, he goes, "Ah, my leg!" And then he like baits you down, and then he calls you out for it, and then runs around the corner. You can actually just skip all the dialogue, and he still stands there, and you can go up to him. You can see him just turn around and then just disappear as soon as he goes around the corner. But like, you can actually see him physically disappear because you're already around the corner.
Oh, that's great.
Also, she's wearing a mask like a lot of the other bandits are.
I was
when
gonna
she's doing
say,
Mr. Blade
yeah.
One. Or if she's part of them and she's more of a freelancer or something. I don't know.
Or she just took their mask to fit in.
I'm sure you guys have gotten this question a lot, but like, do you know what faction you're going to side with? You got a plan going into the game?
The good guy in me wanted to go with the survivors, but honestly, I feel like the peacekeepers would be a lot more fun in terms of gameplay.
I'll pick the one that benefits me the most. Like as soon as I know what am I gonna get from them gameplay wise, I'm gonna pick the one that I want.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be won over by the narrative enough to be like to make my decisions based on moral choices rather than gameplay choices. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be making choices in story or gameplay. I probably will be doing gameplay unless the story is actually really good, and I'll probably start making moral choices instead.
I don't know. I say that too, but
get attached.
Go ahead,
Like
sorry.
if they actually make you get attached to a character, unlike in Dying Light 1, then I might actually make some moral choices and try to like get that character to stay alive for as long as possible. But
I don't know.
we'll have to see.
I totally see myself just picking survivors all the way through, at least for my first playthrough, and then afterwards. I mean, I'm gonna do a crap ton of playthroughs, so. But
of course, yeah.
I still don't know enough about each faction to like probably do make a decision, because like they all have the good and bad sides, and they all have their hidden agendas and stuff. So you don't really know until you play it. So I can't really definitively answer the question. But then again, I said
That's what I like. I like that it's not. There's a good and a bad. Oh, this is the good side. This is the bad side.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, because my plan going in, I don't know who I'm going to side with yet. Like, it's going to be. My goal is to be as immersed as possible, so I'm probably going to make decisions based on story, and it's going to be individual decisions. Like, in this moment, which one of these specific decisions benefits me more, rather than having an entire plan to stick with one faction?
You gotta hope the game lets you do that too, because like
or does it lock you in?
Does do you get to a certain point? Like, say you do like 5 decisions with the peacekeepers, does that just lock you into the peacekeepers for your entire playthrough?
Right.
Or is it like the same thing with the survivors? Or can you flip-flop back and forth and be like, yeah, I want to screw over the peacekeepers this mission. I want to build a school for the survivors now. Or like that's I'm hoping they kind of explain that in the next episode. They can kind of say.
What goes around usually in Villador, like people be like, "Hey Aiden, what are you on? You were helping us, and then all of a sudden you just backstab us
right.
like, in the next
section." So I feel like when you get to a certain point, it's gonna cap you out. Like oh, you got to do this for forever now.
Maybe there's like a faction influence or like a karma system like in Fallout, where you can only do so much with the faction if they like you to a certain extent. So perhaps if you side with one faction more, you'll lose out on even helping in some instances with other factions.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they said that.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they said like, well, I know it'll lock you out in certain quests and stuff like that. I mean, even in this video, if I can find it,
do so.
Let's see.
To build a school on the rooftop.
When they get the peacekeepers to make the outposts instead.
Rooftop outposts. And inside of it is now a shopkeeper with whom I can actually trade.
It's loading.
Outside is an NPC who may
I feel that the shopkeeper isn't really that much of a selling point, considering that there's probably a lot of other shopkeepers.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, a specific quest for peacekeeper at this specific location, nonetheless, too.
NPC who may just have a specific quest for me.
Ooh, so we've gone from a teacher to a shopkeeper here. I mean, can we actually interact with these NPCs?
You can talk.
You're right. What if you make like a survivor safe house and then you just go full on peacekeeper for the rest of the game? Can you go back to that safe house?
Yeah. Well, someone pointed out, they said, think of New Vegas. Once you get past a certain point, you can't progress with them unless in some side missions. I think that should be how it works. I just don't know how it actually would work in Dying Light 2.
Anything that makes the most sense, especially given Chris Avalone's influence in early development. like they obviously had an initial goal with how they wanted it to work, and they got Chris Avellone on board. So I think it makes sense if you were to model it after anything. Fallout New Vegas is probably our best guess.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's always a heavily debated question too, about how much of Chris's work is still in the game.
Yeah,
That's true.
but I think they got him on board because they wanted.
Yeah, they
his
had a clear
expertise and
vision
his way of doing
on what they
things.
wanted to do.
Yeah, they wanted his work. They like his work, and they had to part with him, even if they didn't want to, because of just
Everything going on with him. Yeah.
Yeah, so how much of his work remains? How much of his influence will dictate the final outcome? I guess there's nothing you can really do besides speculate at that point.
Someone says, "I hope there isn't more popping problems with textures."
Yeah,
I
there
kind
is
of agree,
popping.
but I don't really see that as a problem. Dying Light 1 had that, and also Dying Light 1 actually looked pretty jank a lot of the time during a lot of the gameplay demos, even before the release of the game. So I always like, whenever I see gameplay like this, I always kind of like, I don't really pay attention too much to the mechanical downsides of gameplay that's seen, because that can easily change compared to narrative and intentional design choices.
I think it all goes together. Definitely don't want random shit popping in. It depends on what it is, obviously, but because like you said, there was like trees that were popping out. Let's see, the paraglider.
And you will feel the consequences.
That's a fair point, Cap. Someone in my chat said, like, I've been burned by mechanically clean demo reels before. Like, show me the jank and tell me you'll fix it, rather
That's
than
a
trying
good
to present
point.
the game
That's a really
as
good point.
it isn't.
Yeah.
In its current state. Like, that's a fair point, actually.
If you show your worst side, then you have nothing to hide, and people can trust you more. And people have an expectation of, well, like, honesty is always really nice, as well as the fact that you have this expectation of, oh, I'm not going to be blown away, or I'm not going to be like disgusted when something when something jank happens in my game that is not shown.
Yeah,
I mean,
do, like,
I think
comparisons, like E3 versus final product, like they lied to us. The textures are slightly different.
Yeah, exactly. I also think that with a scale of the game like this, especially since Techland hasn't done something like this before, with they're not a small team, but compared to all the big AAA bigwigs out there, they're definitely small in comparison with a project this big. So I feel like there is going to be jank regardless, considering the Dying Light 1 still has jank all these years later anyway. And I don't think it's that much of a takeaway though, as long as the core, as long as like all the core mechanics and design and everything is really good. I mean, just look at Dead Island. It's one of the jankiest games that I know, but it still has its charm to it.
The jank is exactly why I love Dead Island.
Yeah,
I love the jank. It's so charming.
I have a love and hate relationship with the game. I absolutely get so mad when I'm like speedrunning the game and the biter just throws a knife at me, insta kills me, even at a max, Sam B max health. But at the same time, it's kind of like the character of the game. It's so jank with like the characters looking dead in their eyes and the gameplay, the co-op animations, biters doing weird shit. Oh, it's just so funny.
You kick a beach ball and you die. Like it's just. Oh, like, yeah, this is Dead Island. This is the Dead Island experience, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do you guys think of the?
Dead Island 2 needs that jank.
What do you guys think of the player models and everything in that realm of things?
He looks very high tech for it being Dark Ages in that shot that you're hovering over right now with the biomarker. I mean, I like the look. It's just that I don't think it really fits the idea of it being modern Dark Ages. Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. That I would dig wearing that, but it looks very high tech, especially with the biomarker bit and everything.
Yeah, it could be a bit more worn down, a bit more like medieval.
Oh, I think we've seen that outfit actually. Let me find it.
Isn't that the one in the one of the concert arts of like
That's yeah,
Raiden standing
that's
there?
what I think it is. I think it's exactly that one.
With like the weird collar.
Yes.
On the coat.
Yes. Is it this one?
Oh, we're only seeing your Chrome stream.
It's not. Oh. I don't. It's not. This isn't the one I'm looking at. What? Oh, okay. This one. It's not that one.
Oh.
I don't think it's that one. I think there was another one.
There is one that had like a really weird collar, and people were arguing about it in the Dying Light 2 channel, like what outfit
Oh,
they
here.
have the best.
I can. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Come on. This is the one. How do I copy? This is the one. Nope. There it is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
yep. That's it.
I think that's it.
There's
the
no.
legs,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
No. That's absolutely it.
It looks really good in first person, I think.
It does.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Like third person, but the first person view of these outfits is like really good compared to like whatever bare hands Eden had in like the early gameplay.
And I feel like, you know, first person is what matters, since 99%
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what you see.
Especially in Dying Light.
My chat was 40% said this was the best episode.
Oh, nice.
50% said okay, and 10% said the worst.
You can't really get worse than the previous Dying.
Yeah, I know.
Like that one was like almost universally hated, even though I personally thought it was okay.
What did they have in it anyway? I didn't watch it.
They just basically, it was mainly talking. That's why people got really pissed with it. But they were just explaining a lot of mechanics and how things work. I was actually interested in how weapons work. It's like Dead Island. You could level it up by, I'm not sure how, but you level up, kind of like you just improve its stats and help the peacekeepers. You get a lot of traps, like the car traps and the electricity floor traps as well. And they showed some gameplay of that happening. I kind of like the explanation more of it rather than the actual gameplay, but a lot of people were disappointed because, you know, no gameplay.
Hello.
I kind of feel like the general crowd of the community kind of just want gameplay every single time a new episode comes out.
Oh yeah, no.
I just feel like,
that
you know,
that's
it gets
the
very samey.
that's like their expectation.
Yeah.
Grug no want to hear talk. Grug want to see game.
Yeah, have you
Yeah,
seen? Did you
buffered.
see the Twitch chat during this one? That was atrocious.
I did not.
Uh-huh.
I turn it off when I'm
it's
live
Twitch chat.
streaming.
Well, I had to help moderate it with Auzie and the others, but it was pretty abysmal.
Like, we're definitely getting
Oh, no.
audiences getting more critical as time goes on. Like at first I was like, oh thank God, we're just getting gameplay and stuff. Okay, cool. And now it's like, excuse me, like I think I would like a little bit more of this, please. And like we're kind of just getting more critical and like
We're getting
I'm
very
glad they're just
spoiled
getting
because they're getting
back-
shown a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad they're just back to communicating and communicating really well, mind you. And even like going back to like showing the jank and showing, you know, stuff like, everyone keeps comparing this to Cyberpunk for many reasons. And the thing about Cyberpunk is they did not show off console gameplay. There was a review embargo, and there's a lot of stuff they didn't show. And I mean, they said, Techland said in their Dying Light 2 delayed till February message that content creators, journalists are going to be able to get their hands on the game early, and that includes PC and console versions of the game. So as long as they're being open and communicating and showing, like, you can be as critical as you like, but it's just, as long as they keep up the communication, I'm happy.
Techland's pretty based.
Yeah.
Someone actually just sent me a message saying, do you think the parkour soundtracks will be local to one player only, or will your co-op's actions also dictate how you will hear the soundtrack?
Interesting.
It could be, like, since the host dictates, like, the world, the physical setting, maybe that also dictates the like the music. So like
Yeah,
certain zones are set up because like factions, like it mimics the host. But if you're in two different areas of the game, you'd be experiencing different music. If one person's down on the ground, there's no music. Someone's up high, then I suppose you exist in the host's world, and you go by the same rules that the host does. I'm guessing.
You know, I hope they do that right, because in Dying Light 1, if one person's Crane says a line, the other one says it as well, even if they're on the other side of the map. So Crane will be talking to himself when the other person's Crane is talking to an NPC or something.
Yeah, I hope that it's something small, but I actually would hope that they get that right in Dying Light 2. I also wonder how much freedom the other co-op players will have, or if every single person needs to be there for every single cutscene and interaction, like in Dying Light 1. Because I know in Dead Island it's actually different. You can actually be there together for some areas, and you don't need to be there for others.
Yeah, I know it. I think, is it Dead Island where like you can do multiple quests at the same time? Like
Absolutely. It's just main story quests you have to be together for.
Yeah. Like in co-op, one person can be on one side of the map doing something and someone else do something else. It's great.
In some cases in Dead Island, the main quest is split into help these other people with
yeah.
help people around the life cutter. And in those cases, you can just do the quests separately and then just come back together to talk to people.
Yeah, I kind of learned that when I was speedrunning with someone in co-op.
With Anonymous?
Yeah. It was actually
Nice.
quite fun. I mean, he kind of led the way because he knows way more about the game than I do.
He's insane, yeah.
But it was actually quite funny what you could do sometimes.
Yeah, was that definitive, or was that the original version?
Definitive. Definitive's broken. I never knew how broken definitive was compared to vanilla.
Definitive is actually terrible.
Yeah.
It looks great. That's it.
Is it really that
I
bad?
can go at like so many reasons. Yeah, I'm an original Dead Island fanboy. So like I love the original game, all like flaws and everything, the jank, the glitches that like don't break the game, but to me just make it more fun. And what they did with Definitive was that they took away a lot of the fun glitches and stuff, and then they introduced new jank and new glitches that aren't fun, and it just feels
like there's like the firecrackers equivalent of like meat bait that only works in vanilla. In definitive, it just doesn't attract them. It just doesn't work. It's an entire mechanic that is just non-existent. There's also a lot of bushes that have just the textures but no actual mesh, so you can just walk through them.
Huh.
Yeah.
In definitive only.
Yeah, and more than half, like I'd say 70% maybe, of the weapon blueprints were actually missing from the definitive edition when it launched. Like they just were not in the game. Like just no blueprints. So they had to add those in, but then they accidentally added a bunch of jank when they added those in as well, and it just but there are things I like about the original Dead Island where like if you can jump from any height you like, and just before you hit the ground you can side jump, and that resets your fall distance, so you don't take any fall damage. And like they took that away, which is understandable, but like I just loved doing that.
Good to clutch yourself from falling to death by doing that.
Just stopped giving a shit. It was like Dying Light level parkour. Like it was ridiculous the jumps that you could do. But yeah, someone asked before what co-op is going to be like. It's just going to be the same as the first game, Dying Light. So it's just 4-player co-op. I'm not sure about PvP yet. Dead Island 2 was going to be 8-player co-op.
Wait, really?
Would have been. Yeah, they were marketing it as like the world's smallest MMO is what they were trying to create. It was going to be seamless 8-player co-op where people just drop in and out, as they said, seamlessly. So that would have been the first in either franchise where it would be 8 people. But I have
Seamless
no idea
is impressive.
No one has any.
Seamless is really impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like what they said is impressive. It's just a matter if they lived up to it, and well.
Yeah, they said that back in 2014, I think. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Was it Techland that worked on the definitive edition? I don't think so, because that came out after they split with Deep Silver, didn't they?
It did come out after. I think maybe some of the developers, there might be in a specific team that it did. I'm not sure actually. I just remember I reported some stuff to Techland because I didn't really know who else to report it to at the time. I was just chatting to some of them, where when they patched in the missing blueprints, they also accidentally patched in the developer menu, so you could activate God mode, you could spawn in any weapons you liked, and just like the game was just not running properly. So I was like, I've got to like send this to someone because this is out of control. And then it ended up getting taken care of. But I'm not sure who the specific team was behind the definitive edition.
You know, that kind of reminds me of modding in Dying Light. How initially they closed off any kind of modding, even like the regular kind of Data 3 kind of modding you would want for everyone in Dying Light, and then there was a whole outrage about it, which was understandable because we can't mod our game. What? You're barring that side of the community. But then they kind of turned around and said, okay, yeah, sure, okay, sorry about that. That was a mistake. Now you can actually mod the game, but you can't do it online. Where people can cheat against each other, sort of thing. Except they accidentally left that part in. So people with mods can go and join other people who don't have any mods and cheat against them, despite the fact that originally, if people wanted to play online with mods, they would both have to install the same mods, although that vision is lost because people get away with it.
And that's all because the game runs in the same engine, and it's a Dead Island Definitive Edition file they use to reroute their mods to make the game read their mods instead of the original files. And it only works because it's basically Dead Island, but just like.
Did you guys see this good old infected in the background right here? Spitting some green.
He's shooting a Halo plasma pistol.
That's what it looks like, actually.
Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a spit, isn't it? From like one of those new spitter enemies, I guess, right? What is that?
Yeah, it does look like a projectile. Yeah, it's coming towards you in those little frames. There's going through it.
Yeah, it looks like
a spitter. It arcs up towards you.
I don't remember them showing off that kind.
I don't either.
I think it's just because it wasn't that unique enough to show off. Like, toads are kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
Well, they're annoying as hell in Nightmare because the grenade sort of launch thing projectile, if it hits you, it deals 100 HP or like almost 100 HP of damage in Dying Light on Nightmare. But apart from that, they're kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
They're really weird because like if you stomp the head's still there.
That's right.
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
Same with the what do you call it? The scientist zombies, the gas tank ones.
Oh yeah, stomping those is always a fun time. The hazmat zombies.
I like how you just hear the like you crush the skull and you see the blood pour out, but it's just like the hazmat still contained. It would be really nice detail if like the head just kind of crumpled in, like as if there was no head inside it, because you crushed it. So like the hazmat helmet thing would just kind of fold in on itself. We needed that.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Look, I appreciate the production quality for the Rosario Dawson.
It seems so over the top.
Really over...
It seems so over the top. She's great.
I don't understand the point of the photography there too if it wasn't for face scans, but hey, it's cool. Like that it's cool. Like looking at all like the different emotions she's pulling off for like freeze frame kind of things as the camera pans and rotates. But I don't see how that has any relation to the game. It's quite funny. But maybe as like references for the animators or something. I don't know, because some of it might not be mocap. I assume there would be a lot of mocap, but maybe not.
One random thing that came to mind, actually, just going back to mods and how they initially weren't necessarily allowed and whatnot. The part of that annoyed me was that when Dying Light launched, you couldn't customize the HUD and other like elements like that. Like, it wasn't until Dying Light the following when they released like the enhanced update, the enhancements update, where they actually added in those options for the game. So like you had to mod it on PC to like remove the HUD, and if you're on console, you just couldn't. Like you just couldn't customize little things like that, which seems like something that's like really simple and should be included. And I just hope that it is from launch, because I can't see why it wouldn't be, especially at this point. But especially just from a content creation perspective, sometimes you don't want to have the heads-up display if you're trying to make something cinematic.
Yeah. And
So
even if you
just-
turn off the HUD in Dying Light 1, you still have the little crosshair dot in the middle of your screen, which isn't that noticeable, but if you really pay attention, you can see it.
You can turn off the crosshair too. Like it's an individual setting.
It's a separate setting, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
ignore me. I've recorded all my stuff with that. My God.
1,000 hours, by the way. 1,000 hours, by the way.
Is that also in the same menu, like in the game menu, like right next
Yeah.
to
I'm
the
pretty
HUD
sure
thing? Oh
it's
my
in the
God.
same tab of the settings, like in gameplay or something.
Bruh.
You just speedrunning that shit, man.
And in fact, I haven't used the crosshair dot in like all of my time in Dying Light. Like when I originally started the game, I didn't like it because it broke the immersion, so I just disabled it, and I've been just eyeballing all my aim ever since. If I
Nice.
don't have the crosshair from like the grappling hook or something.
Speaking of immersion, with the Dead Island-esque weapon upgrade system that they have in Dying Light 2, makes you think of any other kind of systems that they're going to bring from exclusively appeared in Dead Island and not Dying Light. What if they bring back like health bars for on top of enemies? Because that, I mean, you can disable them in Dead Island, I'm pretty sure, but that's very immersion breaking and very cartoony. I wonder if I had that.
True.
Yeah, the cartoony part is something I was never a big fan of, and that's one of the biggest reasons I don't really like Dead Island, and I like Dying Light way more. Because
I don't think it suits the aesthetic, the atmosphere that they're going for in Dying Light, where it's more realistic, more immersive.
yeah,
And keep in mind that Dead Island was also overall more RPG focused. Like it had more RPG elements in general. I remember at the time people were comparing it to Borderlands a lot, with certain aspects at the time, like 2011. Whereas Dying Light was more of a pivot towards like horror survival with some RPG elements kind of in there, but less, yeah, like RPG cartoony focus. So I mean, like but by all means they could bring it back and they could just make it a bit simple, just like a simple white health bar that could look gritty and could fit the theme. If they do, it would be nice if it's optional. With all these heads-up display things, it's just nice
Yeah.
if they're optional. To
I
give
love
the power to the player.
I love what Doom Eternal did. You could customize what parts of the HUD is visible, the opacity, the location of them, and what colors they have.
Yes.
Like, and you can mix and match whatever you want. It's pretty nice. Although I was lazy, and I just kind of presets.
Look at this difference. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Someone in
I like
chat
the
told me to set
sunset
this.
vibe.
Oh, whoa, yeah, okay, absolutely correct. That they did change. Oh, wow.
That's yeah. Last rights. Thank you for telling us that. That is big time. I wonder if it's. Holy crap! Yeah.
You should just like screenshot both and put them next to each other and just like make that as like a meme. I don't know.
Honestly, yeah.
It's quite nice though. I actually like the look of the new one.
Oh, it's a huge
Also-
upgrade, yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if Kiwi, you were here when I said it. I'm not sure if it was this Oni when we were back on Oni's VC, but Dancy said that the reason why her model was different is because they were using a placeholder model to not spoil Rosario Dawson's appearance.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
hey, you
works
got the
for me.
snipping tool.
Of course,
Yeah.
snipping tool comes in clutch.
Yeah, there are a lot of people just complaining about, you know, politically correct stuff. So, oh yeah, they got
Okay.
yeah, they got oh yeah they changed to you know, dude.
They didn't suddenly
okay.
hire a new actress and then get all like. But this has been in the works for a while, guys. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense that they had a placeholder because they just they wanted to
Last
do a
second
reveal.
decision. Last second decision of a big actress, by the way. Trust.
Yeah, exactly. And in this case, it is a huge upgrade as well.
This is insane. This
It
is
looks so much better.
Yeah, this is from May, and this one is from September. That's a massive upgrade.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when Dying Light upgraded the player models. When once again they released the enhancements update alongside the following. They actually upgraded the NPC models. That you could do like a side by side with Lena, and it was it was a pretty big difference.
Didn't the OG models look really different as well? Like entirely, like not just like visually, but like they actually like changed Lena's model and everything, like the clothes she was wearing and everything.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, they did make some pretty big changes.
Also, they added the wings on the on the back of the fresh clothes thing. I remember Novix pointed it out in his iceberg video. The old fresh clothes before the enhanced edition didn't have any wings. It was just the yellow shirt. But now on the, I was always wondering like because I remember playing the game at release, and then I remember picking up the game again in 2017, and I was like, something feels different about the fresh clothes outfit. I just can't tell what it is though. And then as soon as I pointed out that the wing pattern on the back of the fresh clothes thing wasn't always there, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense now. So odd addition, or odd change, but it's kind of interesting how they change things every now and then, even slightly.
Someone pointed this out in my chat. Look at the buildings in the background from the old one compared to the new one. Full on rendered buildings now.
They were constructed.
That probably means that's kind of telling me that's like more of a background sort of thing. Behind,
for sure.
Behind the edge of the map sort of thing, rather than something that's playable. If it's something that's playable, then that's a radical change.
Could you imagine? Well, it looks like I'm trying to see if that's the wall that blocks the city in.
You can kind of see like the misty sort of fog from like the toxic spill that they were talking about that happened. I can't remember what they called it. But I remember like the event where like I think it was the survivors, not the survivors. What's the colonel's men? What do you call them? Wasn't it them who?
Oh, dumped it.
Spilled. Who dumped the toxins across, the city like years ago, or something like that.
I believe
to try and kill the infected. That kind of failed really badly. I think it's probably actually what led to a lot of the mutations of the new infected too, probably as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're implying with the comic lore.
I still actually haven't read the comic. I need to get around to that. I have the PDF.
Kiwi, have you read it already?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Thanks for providing it. I've
you
got
should do it on stream now.
Right now.
Yeah, I actually have to go to work like real soon.
Oh man. Wait, what time is it for you right now?
It's 9:42, so I start work at 10.
What day is it for you?
It is Friday, the 1st of October.
There, the course.
Yeah.
How is it a day ahead?
It's still pretty messed up, dude.
Wait, isn't New Zealand actually the first country in that actually, in terms of time zones, it's the most forward country, right?
Correct. Along with I think Fiji and like some of the islands are in the same time zone. But yeah, we are GMT plus 12, or right now we're plus 13 because daylight savings.
I think I remember flying from Hawaii to New Zealand one time, or vice versa, and I experienced Christmas twice one time years ago. That was really funny.
This is something that I actually haven't told on stream before. Like when Techland flew me to Washington to Seattle, Washington for PAX West 2018, they kind of got my name wrong in the tickets. They put my middle name as my last name when they sorted it out for me.
No.
So when I arrived it was a connecting flight in Honolulu to Seattle. When I arrived in Honolulu, they actually like wouldn't let me into the country. Like I was stranded in the airport. They
Oh my
wouldn't let
God.
me take the connecting flight, so I arrived a full day later. The thing had already like kicked off, like the event had like started and everything. And I was just like, you think like Hawaii of all places would be a really good place to be stranded, but I could not leave the airport. So like, but I was like quite patient and like really polite with the people who were helping me. So they were like, you know what, you were so nice, and they gave me a bunch of vouchers to use like to get food there and stuff. But
wow.
it turns out like Honolulu Airport is huge, and it's just a weird feeling. being
How
completely, like,
long
isolated.
how long were you stuck there?
I was stuck there for about like I was about like 6 hours maybe to like the next
Okay.
till they sorted it out, and then like the next flight and stuff. But,
Okay.
yeah, like I arrived in like the middle of the night, and then just like the next day, and was like pretty much a full day behind schedule. That's just a random thing that I experienced that was pretty crazy. But yeah, not too fond of Honolulu Airport actually.
After that experience.
Yeah, man, I was freaking out. Yeah, they were like, "Why are you trying to enter the country?" And I accidentally put for business instead of for pleasure, in terms of like declaring why you're entering the country. Because like, well, technically this is kind of business, right? And they're like, "Who are you? Like, why are you planning on not leaving?" And I was like, "No, I swear, like I'm just here." So like, "Oh, who are you like you working with?" They're Techland. They're from Poland. Wait, they're from Poland? Then why are you here on the United States? No, but like, yeah, it was a whole mess.
Oh man.
Yeah, I will probably head off now, so I can just get ready for work. But this was
Alright.
cool, actually. I think this is the first time we've actually sat down in a group and just like talked.
Yeah, it is.
With a voice chat, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So I've been getting lots of
And
comments in the stream saying that.
if all goes well, coming up soon, it won't be the last.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
oh yeah. I mean, tomorrow, right? We thinking about or is it tomorrow?
Wait.
No, 2 days from now. Think about doing a little.
Wait, what is it?
Low sussy thing. No,
Five
low,
burger.
Yeah.
low sussy, low sussy thing.
October 2nd, 4 p.m. EST. I think that's the date that was agreed
That was.
by everyone.
Wait, do we have events in this server? Can we make like an event for that?
Oh, I should actually.
Sure,
I don't
yeah.
think we have that feature enabled in this server.
Oh, I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
not an
know or
admin.
anything.
I can't do it.
I have no idea how to do that either.
You have to be an admin, I think.
I'll chuck admin, Tony. I'll chuck admin to you as well, Vicky.
I am now yellow.
Hey, alright, sweet. I'm gonna head off. Catch you soon,
Right.
boys. Lovely talking to you.
Yep, it was fun.
See ya.
See you later.
Oh man, this is actually really cool because like, there's only a handful. There's only like a a small handful of us,
An urban
and
legend
we're all
in the
just kind of vibing together.
I know, I'm actually really excited for it. Are you gonna stream it?
Probably. I'll try to. I want to get a head count on actually who's coming.
I was gonna say I want like maybe like tomorrow we'll double confirm, and then we might have to fill 3 spots, if I counted right, 3 or 4 spots.
Yeah.
First person in chat gets to join. Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say about the new episode or anything in general. Really, we kind of like.
We talked about it a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm almost at 3 hours.
Oh. I'm just watching your stream right now on YouTube. I just hovered over the Techland GG items. Those are already existing items that were available through Gemly or other events and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
I chuckled a bit when they said new weapons, and then they pull up the neon buggy from like 2018.
Wait, what? The Dragon's Breath is tier 2 level 18. What?
My man.
Motherfucker, you're gonna get Dying Light 2 outfits for Aiden more than a bow that already exists in Dying Light 1. What? Oh my god. I want to see what the Brilliant Hammer is gonna be like, because I don't think anyone's actually gotten it yet. I don't know if it's even in game files yet. Who knows? Probably.
I showed
mean,
it to you in game files, but you forgot.
I forgot.
Because I posted the stats of the weapons from the files.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your old trusty tier 2 level 20. What? Oh my god. Neon Storm, tier 2 level 15. Also, is the daily login thing bugging out for you guys as well? Because for me, I logged in for 2 weeks straight and I didn't get any 7-day login streak. But then I failed to log in for 1 day, so then it reset, and I logged in 2 days in a row, and all of a sudden I got a 7-day streak for logging in 2 days in a row. Bruh.
Techland engineering.
Absolutely insane Polish techland engineering.
I don't think I've logged in after the initial release of the site. Like when they changed it to Techland GG, I just like checked it out, but then I haven't really had a reason to check it out because the dockets they've put on there, they haven't been anything new or exciting. But...
Trying to see if there's anything I missed.
Wait, if you look at, if you go onto Techland GG and then go to the city, scroll down to stories from the dying city, and you have like the 3 audio stories, but above them are like 2 images. One's called The Jonah.
Jonah.
And the other one is like a cool comic art style.
I do see that, yeah. This is a great episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Seems like everyone did too. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh yeah, let me actually check the channel too. I'm just so hyped with the fucking music. That was so
Dude, it's so good. I'm listening to it right now.
About that, you know how Doom Eternal has like the specific combat soundtracks always kick in when you shoot the first shot at a demon or something. So I wonder if they're gonna do anything similar in Dying Light 2 and not just have this soundtrack start at the beginning of a set boss fight or something. And like if you go somewhere and start like randomly fighting bandits, like would they have some kind of soundtrack that just kicks in as soon as you start beating them up?
That's what Olivia kind of hinted at least, when the sound designers were talking
With
about.
the zones, that would mean it's location specific, which would mean it's in story connected places and like in different areas, but it's a different kind of trigger that has to be there for something that starts from, you know, going into combat.
Oh, also, there might be a docket code hidden in the new Dungeon app.
Oh yeah, they usually do that every time, right?
Yeah, there wasn't there wasn't one in the episode 3, I don't think, but there might be something in this one. I'm too lazy to look. I'll just wait until someone finds it if there is one.
The sound of the orchestra in this is a lot of the music in this.
Good old California.
I mean, one of the
Hell yeah, West Coast baby. Oh my God, look at that smog.
I've always wanted to go to. I always wanted to go to California. But
oh my God, that looked bad.
Looking at that.
Oh my God. Yikes. Holy shit. I remember I've been to Cali. I've been to LA and San Fran. San Fran was much better than LA.
Yeah, that's a hot take. Many people might disagree with you on that
They
one.
deployed the chemicals from Dying Light 2.
Wait, did I say San Fran is better than LA, right?
Yes.
I said that right? Okay, yeah, okay. I thought I said the other way around accidentally. But, okay, the reason why is because I felt like I was in fucking GTA. Because I always thought that Los Santos else was like an exaggeration. There's no way people are this crazy, but it's real. I was walking along Venice Beach. I walked past. I looked to my left. There was Zelda and Link cosplayers mingling with each other, walking along. I looked to my right. There are these basically naked, almost naked women and men working out, but not really working out. They're just kind of like flexing themselves on the beach side in like the little workout areas. And I was like, dear God, where the fuck am I? Like, it was unreal.
You're in America. Good old LA.
We wanted to keep it almost.
It was the first time ever I had to.
This gives me Blue Monday vibes at some parts. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean.
That Wonder Woman trailer song.
About the sound of the orchestra in this is
I love the Wonder Woman variant of that as well. It's actually really nice trailer song. I never actually got around to watch the movie though.
If we were in a non-COVID scenario.
Oh, in British, yeah. Look at this, London.
I have a picture of him. I have a monitor. In front
Nice
of me.
shots of London there.
So I get to see him. I hear him super clearly, crystal clear, and there's no lag. He's hearing a really nice live mix.
Mainly because of COVID, but then it was like an opportunity for me to sort of explore what I could do with that. And I'm someone that I really love going crazy into post-processing what an orchestra is doing to eventually do something that is not something you can perform.
It's been interesting here.
Wait, was this in the Dying to Know?
Nope, I'm watching this now.
I was going to say this is more stuff.
Those give critiques of what they'd like differently through the cans rather than out in front of you in the.
Because they did special infected
sometimes the
music.
Composers will be very involved in the sessions, but they're thousands of miles away. So I mean, that in itself is pretty amazing. You can do that these days.
It's been challenging, interesting in many ways. It's got some really difficult bits.
So something that the London Contemporary Orchestra do a lot, and all the players love, is exploring kind of how far you can push the sounds on your instrument, rather than just always conventional kind of playing that you've been taught when you were younger.
Soundtracks. I like the consistency of like a main theme running through all the tracks, and you can hear the dun 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 dun.
That's how you make a successful like soundtrack. Is when you have the main theme like interconnected between all the other songs. That's how you make a successful song.
Like the 1 minute teaser one was like it was just the slow version of the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. But it's literally just a slow variant of what we're hearing right now, which is really nice. I like it.
Just music.
It's kind of
like music and soundtracks in general. Like when you have like something overarching between everything, that makes it for really good. In my opinion,
it creates like a whole sort of unified identity of the whole soundtrack.
And then like when you hear that song too, you're like, oh, that's the Dying Light song. Like it's great.
Exactly.
Which like there's a lot of like movies out there that do it pretty well, and movies that do it pretty bad.
Oh boy.
Marvel is a winner and loser at both of them.
God damn! It took them so long to get that part of filmmaking right.
The thing is like if you hear the Avengers theme, everybody knows the Avengers theme. Because like it's a song that's played throughout like many stories and different various chapters of a story, but no one's gonna remember the song to Iron Man 1 because it was only played in Iron Man 1 once and that was it. It never like reappeared.
Well, I know
throughout.
just because it's Akadaka, That's really nice. AC/DC.
I was about to say what?
That's how Aussies say it. Akadaka.
Why is that sound even like the? I'm talking like the Hans Zimmer Iron Man theme song that he made.
Oh, I have no idea. Wait, Hans. Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure Hans Zimmer made.
Hans Zimmer is like almost exclusively made DC stuff.
I know he made the soundtrack to The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield.
Wait, really? Oh.
Yes. Iron Man.
I like how they kind of just gave up with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and they just kind of just orchestrated the classic Spider-Man theme.
Hey man, we're not getting into Spider-Man debates, all right?
All right. Have you seen all the leaks of the new Spider-Man film?
Dude, I have kept up with every single leak surrounding that film.
I'm not someone who's really into Spider-Man or Marvel even after Endgame, but
literally have
like
a Spider-Man poster
that's
right
pretty
there.
exciting. That's pretty exciting to look forward to.
It's
actually.
cool because I saw all the old
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movies with
Tobey Maguire?
I forgot that actor's name.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
The Sam Raimi ones, yeah.
But I haven't seen all the recent Spider-Man movies, so.
Time to go on Fiverr and pay people to recreate the Dying Light 2 soundtrack. I gotta do that.
So what did you say?
I said time to go on Fiverr and have people recreate the soundtrack for Dying Light 2.
Oh yeah.
That'd actually be awesome.
yeah.
I would love to. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be expensive one, but I'll do that. I'm curious to see how people would make their take on this.
Wait, don't you have a new Johnny Sins video?
Okay.
coming out sometime?
Okay. So.
Or did I just spill the beans?
No. You didn't. Okay. So I wanted to do another video with Johnny Sins. Okay. I was gonna do another cameo, but then he increased his prices. Okay. And there's two options. There's the personal option, which is the one I did, and that was the only option they had at the time when I requested it. That was like 170, I think. And then I did the Dying Light 2 video, uploaded it, and then like a week later, I see that there's a second option now available, and it's for like big businesses and events only. And that one was like $900, I think.
What?
Which I don't know if what I did would classify as like a big business or event like shout out, because he's shouting out the game.
Yeah.
So in order to not
So it's not a legal endorsement or anything.
That's what I'm saying. So I think I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just ask the personal one, and if you get rejected, you get rejected, and that's it, really. You know?
Yeah, true.
Like there's no downsides to that, I guess.
But then the other thing I was looking at was hiring someone to like auto-tune the current video that I have and make it into a song.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Gotta see. Give me one moment. I'm gonna end up stream on here. Alrighty, chat, friends, family. We did it. That was another great stream. We peaked at over 400 viewers today. That was absolutely awesome. I could not believe it. And you guys donated a lot too. Thank you so much for all that. This episode's probably my favorite. I'm a big advocate for music. I love music. Music, like Auzie said, makes or breaks a project. If you have stinky poo poo music for whatever you're working on, it could really change the overall mood and atmosphere of what you're going for. And everything that we saw, I absolutely loved. I can't wait to see more. I'm excited to see what's coming. As for videos, I'm gonna go and cut up a lot of reactions and stuff like that. Tomorrow, I will upload a video of all of the new gameplay that we saw from this, and then on the weekend, I'll do a full-on breakdown. It'll probably be like 20 to 30 minutes long. I'm expecting that, to be honest. So yeah. Thank you all so much. It was a lot of fun. I'll see you soon. Stay fresh, stay human, have a good night, and more importantly, good luck.